Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
Playing Wareham back here at Spillane Field in less than 5 days. You get an opportunity to try and get rid of the taste that you last had here. And both these two teams understand what's in front of them tonight, Nico.
Yeah, absolutely. And we saw the Harbor Hawks get back on the right path, seeming to do the little things right once again. You know, they got up to a head start. You know, the offense got ahead, stayed ahead, and the pitching from both Jorah and Aaron Savory both got it done on the back end. And, you know, we've talked about the pitching staff behind it, but what did you see in our pitching staff yesterday that allowed us to get the win last night?
I saw Aaron Savory absolutely shoving. He was absolutely fabulous on the bump, and talking to him pregame here today, it was just one of those nights that everything felt like it was together, and he threw strikes and didn't leave anything over the middle of the plate that normally can get pushed out. So he had a great night. I saw him take a beating for 3 innings and really hammer the zone. I think he was the key to last night's victory, because Mitch Carricker, when we're going to talk to him, I talked to him pregame, and we'll show you that in a little bit, understood that Joseph Jorah didn't have his best stuff, but it was going to Aaron Savory and being able to, in that situation, shore up the game and put, ultimately, Harwich at an arm's length away.
Yeah, no doubt. And Jorah, you know, Coach Mitch Carricker said, you know, it wasn't his best stuff, but still put up 4 shutout innings, still got the job done, went right after the hitters. And then, Aaron Savory talked about him. I mean, he was able to put every single pitch in his arsenal wherever he wanted to. That made him dangerous. He was able to work that sinker, work that slider in behind it, just like Mitch Carricker talked about. I mean, really an unbelievable job by the pitching staff. But, you did get a chance to talk to Mitch Carricker before the game, so we're going to show the fans right here, and we'll send it to Jacob Irons and Mitch Carricker.
Friday, not a cloud in the sky. Baseball's going to be played here.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day for the game, so we're excited.
Taking on Wareham for the second time. Last time you were here was under 5 days ago on a tough one, losing 11-5. What do you hope to build here in your second time at Spillane Field?
Yeah, I mean, these guys have obviously set the standard, being the best record in the league. And last time we played them, we were both coming in here feeling really good about ourselves, and they beat up on us a little bit. And so taking that and using that a little bit as some fuel for today. But they got a really good ball club, and so we're looking to come out and do what we can to be successful.
Yesterday picked up a big victory, ending a 3-game skid. What did you see out of your team that allowed you to get that win?
Yeah, I think we were really good on all fronts. Joe was not super sharp, but he threw up zeros, and Aaron came in and was phenomenal, and then our offense was able to put some really good at-bats together. I thought we could have actually scored more runs than we did, but was really pleased with that, and to come out of there with a W was big for us.
You go to Cade Crossland tonight, making his first start of the summer. What'd you see in him to bring him from the bullpen into the starting rotation?
Yeah, I think he's been really comfortable as a starter. That's what he did all year this year, and so we decided, give him the start today, see what that looks like. He's got really good stuff, and so I think if that is good for him, I think we're excited about where we stand today.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you.
Josie Broyles here with Aaron Savory. You pitched great yesterday. How did you mentally prepare yourself for the game after the team not doing so well in the past week?
Yeah, kind of just did the same old thing I've been doing. Kind of just went out there with the same mentality, but it was a big win that we needed at home, so I just gave it a little bit extra effort, and that was a big one going forward.
Was there anything that you believe that you specifically did in your performance that really helped you solidify the win?
I felt like I was mixing pitches well, getting my slider over the plate, which was huge for me, and then I just kept the ball off the middle of the plate, and that's tough for hitters to, make good contact and get good swings on, so that was really good.
Yesterday I was able to talk to head pitching coach Ray Korn, who's awesome. He's been with the Hawks for a really long time. What is it like getting to work with someone who's such a historic figure for the Harbor Hawks?
Yeah, no, Ray is awesome, man. He just knows the game well, and even just working with your pitches, it's just like these simple little movements that you just never have done before, and it just instantly fixes it and makes your stuff a lot better. So Ray does a really good job with the pitchers, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the summer with him.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. Safe. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Back here at Spillane Field, on the mound for the Wareham Gatemen, it will be Cole Lehman, the sophomore from Pennsylvania. Goes to Lehigh University, staying at 6 foot tall. Gonna be a fastball, slurve, curve, and change guy. Fastball ranges all the way, ranges all throughout the 80s. It ranges from, we saw 84 miles per hour, but then he reached 91. So a guy who can also use it, work the ball inside and out. Curveball's got a nice tight movement. Curveball, nice downward action. Changeup, he's got to keep it down, but when he keeps it down and has that arm side run, it's a great pitch for him. Had a nice 46 innings in this past spring, 2.31 ERA, and he's going to have to keep the ball down as he faces Harbor Hawks lineup.
Yeah, this is a Harbor Hawks lineup that's coming off a win yesterday, and a win that you heard Mitch Carricker thought they could put more runs on the board, and it's Kane Kepley leading the way, the right fielder. Then following him is the Austin P. Governor, John Gazdar, in his second summer with the Hawks. Then behind him is Wallace Clark, the Duke Blue Devil, and third baseman. Then it's Michael Italo, who's been on a heater over the last 4 games, snapped his 4-game extra base hit streak last night, looking to try and pick up a new one here today at Spillane Field. Then in right field, it is over to see the man in left field, in Mason White, the Wildcat from Arizona. Then behind him is Eric Snow, who's hitting the ball so well. Going to be hitting a bat from Zach York here tonight. Then behind him is Nick Groves, the center fielder, who's in the portal. Then at second base, it's Anthony Silva, the TCU Horned Frog, and rounding out the lineup is Manny Garza, the catcher, who's found his new home with Arizona State.
Cole Lehman toes the rubber. This will be his third appearance. Has 8 innings under his belt so far in here in the Cape Cod Baseball League. 3.38 ERA so thus far. First pitch to Kane Kepley's fastball down the zone for ball 1.
And through talking with the team pregame, they understand the importance of this game. They want to reassert their dominance across the league. And if you're able to take down the 9-2 Gatemen right now who have set the standard, that's huge.
Second pitch misses arm side, ball 2. And that's exactly what they're hoping to do here. And we've seen the offense get hot so fast in the first third of the game. So expect them to get up early and try to hang on to that as the game goes on. 2-0 to Kepley. Catch that outer corner for a strike. 2-1.
And Kane Kepley last night found himself with a single and a hit by pitch. Brought in 2 runs off that single. Had a big night at the plate.
The 2-1 was an off speed, just fouled off by Kepley. Harbor Hawks lead the league in leadoffs on base percentage. These guys find a way on. 2-2 is down in the dirt. Kepley takes ball 3.
What Kane Kepley does so well in the leadoff position is you make pitchers use all of their arsenal. Makes them throw every pitch that they have because of these lengthy at-bats.
All nutted up, 3-2. Right in on the feet. Kepley had to jump out the way for ball 4. Kepley works the walk.
That pitch that ran right inside on the lefty's batter's box and went down and did the push-up position to make sure he was able to stay away from the ball. But with Kepley, he now provides a speed threat for the Harbor Hawks. Had 2 stolen bases yesterday alone. Look for him to be active and early to try and test the arm of White behind home plate.
Kepley at first base. John Gazdar, the governor, stands up to the plate. First pitch is a breaking ball up in the zone.
For Wareham, this is how they stack up defensively. Reinhardt, Summerhill, Lippy left to right in the outfield. Turner, Jimenez, Bozer, Putnam left to right in the infield.
Second pitch to John, fastball right inside.
And then Sam White is the battery mate of Cole Lehman.
1-1 to John Gazdar. Kepley with the oven mitt on the left hand at first base. Pick off to first to him. Comes in sliding safe.
Yeah, Lehman's doing a good job as the righty. You got to keep your eye over on the Liberty Flame, and a flame rummer he is.
Lehman sets, delivers. Ball in the dirt, gets by the catcher in White, and Kepley comes in standing at second base, now in scoring position.
That's huge here for John Gazdar, who's been such a solid bat in the lineup for the Harbor Hawks, and now he's in scoring position. Anything down, and with the speed of Kepley, can be a first inning score.
John Gazdar hitting .359. Came out with a hot bat in this Cape Cod season. Had no issues moving from metal to wood. Breaking ball down in the zone. John takes it for a ball. Gazdar to hit his count, 3-1. This is a guy who has shown that he can barrel up a baseball. Lehman checks Kepley at second base, delivers, ball down in the dirt once again. John takes it, and now that is back-to-back walks for the Harbor Hawks.
Nearly similar what the Harbor Hawks did against Chatham, opening the first 2 with walks for a very similar lineup construction as well 2 nights ago. Let's see what Wallace Clark can do here in his first plate appearance.
And there was back-to-back walks in last night's matchup. Wallace Clark hit into a double play, so the Hartwich Mariners were able to get out of it. First pitch to him is in the dirt. So far, Cole Lehman pulling a little hard on his glove side, pulling everything into the ground. A lot of balls hitting the dirt. White doing a great job back there to keep the runners where they're at. Lehman the 1-0. Fastball fouled straight back from Clark.
Clark yesterday held hitless, grounded into a double play. flew out to center and grounded over to Anderson at first, but it's been a hot bat, batting .296 on the young season.
The 1-1. Fastball, 92-mile-per-hour fastball, just misses down in the zone. And Wallace Clark has found himself in the hitter's count at 2-1.
Yeah, good take there by Wallace Clark, just below the knees. Not expanding the zone here early to allow Lehman an easy strike call.
Kepley still at second base. John Gazdar at first. Kepley goes. Pitch is fouled off the foot of Wallace Clark. Harbor Hawks were going for a double steal there.
I love the double steal, Nico. I think it provides a little bit of pressure, especially early for White, and trying to figure out where they want to go. And with no outs, you'd have to imagine they're going to try and go for someone. They're trying to sneak that first out in.
Yeah, a lot of speed over there from Kepley. John Gazdar also having some good amount of speed as well. Left-handed batter in the box in Wallace Clark. So the catcher, Sam White, will have an open throw to third base. Breaking ball, fouled in between the legs of Clark. Count remains at even, 2-2.
Now Wallace Clark, the switch hitter, and at the lefty batter's box, taking on the righty today in this first inning. Took BP in preparation for Lehman in the lefty position, along with a couple swings in late game situations in the righty's batter's box.
And Wallace Clark hits it over the shortstop, Jimenez. Kepley will go station to station even with his speed as the ball is hit short and left field. Bases are loaded here for the Harbor Hawks.
Good piece of barrel that Wallace Clark gets a hold of it. It's a pitch that's left low in the zone, and he's able to loft it up into the air and drop it in front of Reinhardt in left field. And with nobody away, Mitch Carricker, the third base coach and manager, likes to hold the speedy Kepley, try and see what they can tack on with Michael DiTallo, the hot bat and first baseman.
Yeah, great swing there from Wallace Clark. Using his hands, 94-mile-per-hour fastball down in the zone. Uses his hands, extends it, works to left field. Bases are loaded for Michael DiTallo. Lehman working out of the windup here. Breaking ball stays up in the zone, 1-0.
Right now, Harbor Hawks doing a good job of holding off on that first pitch and trying to have Lehman attack with a strike.
The 1-0 from Lehman is in the dirt once again. Great job. Great block by Sam White to keep it in front of him. Keep the runners where they're at. DiTallo having a hot bat, hitting .343 here with bases loaded. Look to stay hot here and drive some runners in.
And now Sam White's going to have a conversation with Cole Lehman out on the bump, and pitching coach Eric Alexis will join in on the conversation as well. Former bench coach the Hyannis Harbor Hawks a year ago.
And Cole Lehman's a guy who the only thing he struggled with is those walks. So he is 8 strikeouts to 7 walks so far in this early Cape Cod season, quarter of the way through. Opponent's batting average of 148. So guys aren't just squaring the ball up against him. This is a guy who misses a lot of the barrel and gets a lot of outs. Seems to be shooting himself in the foot here so far.
Now Will Bauer, the home plate umpire, walking up over to the bump to break up that conversation.
Count is 2-0 here to Michael DiTallo. Lehman putting himself behind in counts early, allowing the Harbor Hawks to get their best swings off. Bases loaded. Lehman still working out the windup. Another pitch in the dirt. Nowhere to put DiTallo here. 3 balls, no strikes. Bases are loaded. Kane Kepley at third base. John Gazdar at second base. And Wallace Clark, who hit that base hit on first. 3-0 is a fastball. Catch at the top of the zone for the first strike.
Yeah, give me over strike right there from Cole Lehman, just to hammer the zone and see what he can get called for. And now in the hitter's count of 3-1, what does the DBU Patriot do?
The 3-1, big swing. Fastball around the hands, fouls it off towards the right side. And Lehman has worked himself back into this AB at 3-2.
Good job by Lehman after 3 straight balls. Settles in, peppers one into the zone, and then finds himself with DiTallo swinging.
3-2, fouled straight back once again from DiTallo. Count remains the same. All knotted up at 3-2.
A good fight off by Michael DiTallo. A pitch that was away from him in the lefty's batter's box. Almost stayed in the zone. Got his hands out in front of it to fight it away.
The next pitch of the Patriot. Another one fouled straight back. DiTallo doing a great job of fighting here. Another foul ball straight back, right on it, just missed it.
Beautiful demonstration of two-strike approach, shortening up the swing and continuing to fight to find his pitch and wait for Lehman to make a miss.
Lehman once again misses down the zone, and the DBU Patriot works a walk and scores the first Harbor Hawks run of the game.
That's huge for the Harbor Hawks. So early on in the season when they're on their 4-game winning streak, big reason why was because they were able to score first and be aggressive. And now you have 1 run to your name and bringing up Mason White. Right, a double last time these two teams met up. Down into the right field corner, what can the Wildcat find here in this first AB?
First pitch right on the outside corner for strike 1. Big swinging Mason White. Guy you can't leave a pitch middle in the zone, and he will change this game quickly. Lehman, the 0-1. Fastball blows it right by Mason White.
Mason White going for a healthy hack there. Letting one hand go on the follow-through, but now Lehman ahead in the count on the 0-2. Mason White's got to protect here and try and preserve the bases loaded with nobody away.
The 0-2 tries to climb the ladder. White doesn't chase. That was Lehman's 28th pitch so far. Here with no outs remaining, the Harbor Hawks making him work. The 1-2 is an off-speed pitch down the dirt. Gets behind White, and jogging in, standing will be John Gazdar. All the runners will advance second and third. Harbor Hawks lead 2-0.
Yeah, John Gazdar is able to trot in safely. Didn't really need to get on his horse at all. It was one that got by White, and with a deep backstop in the chain link fence, it just dies as soon as it hits it. No shot there to try and toss back over to Lehman, who's on the plate covering. Gazdar scores.
The 2-2 is fouled straight back from White. Harbor Hawks, even when with 2 strikes, working tough pitches, working deep into counts, and getting their pitch, and so far it's working walks, forcing Lehman to keep throwing strikes, and eventually they're winning the battles with these walks. Lehman now working out of the stretch. 2-2. Runs inside. Fools the count to 3-2.
Just had on Michael DiTallo the 3-0 turn to the 3-2. Now here for Mason White, it was the 0-2 turn to the 3-2. Good job by the lefty battling.
Lehman back out of the windup. Gets Mason White swinging with the high fastball. Gets his first out here in the top of the first.
That's a good pitch by Cole Lehman at 93 miles an hour, up in the zone and away from the lefty, and right by that eye level. And with that, Mason White trying to pull around on it. Just couldn't get his hands up quick enough.
And that'll bring up the hot-hitting Eric Snow, player of the game last night. First pitch is a breaking ball, misses glove side, 1-0.
Yeah, Eric Snow went 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs and a run himself. And sporting that bat that Zach York gave him before he left town last night. It's Nick York, York's older brother, who's playing in the Red Sox AAA team, Worcester Red Sox.
Eric Snow and Zach York, both guys returning from last year. The 1-1's fouled straight back from Snow. 2 returners, 2 veterans for the Harbor Hawks. Year 2 playing for McKeon Park. Guys got to know each other and talk about the brotherhood. We talked a little bit with Drombo and Jerwal. That was a great story done by Matt Coates. The brotherhood that these guys make from strangers to brothers. Ground ball up the middle. Play at the plate. Wallace Clark. Safe at the plate. Sam White dropped the ball. A little bit of a hesitation there. Couldn't find the baseball. And just like that, the Harbor Hawks are up 3-0.
and it's a slow chopper, and with the speed of Wallace Clark, it is an automatic go, and that's what we talk about, Nico Sharp. By already having 2 runs to the Harbor Hawks' name, they can be aggressive, and on that grounder, they're sending Clark the entire time, and with it, forcing Lehman to try and make a throw home with the running Clark down the line. And on the throw, just a little low, and with Clark going and sliding, breaks up the tag a little bit. And a good job by Will Bauer, the home plate umpire, not to give a preemptive call, wait for the dust to settle and see what happened.
That'll bring up the left-handed hitting Nick Groves. DeTalo, the Patriot, at third base. Eric Snow still staying at first base. Nick Groves right under 300, hitting 294. He's been a guy we've seen up and down this lineup as he goes ahead in the count 2-0.
Now some Gatemen are going to make their trot out to the bullpen and get an arm starting to work here, as Lehman still needs to try and find 2 outs.
The 2-0 to Groves. Eric Snow took a couple hard steps over there at first base.
I gave it a little bit of bluff, went with a hard step off to the right and try and see if they wanted to maybe attempt a double steal with DeTalo going home.
The 2-1, Snow does go this time. Sam White from a knee doesn't make the throw. And the runners are in scoring position. Sam White, before this AB, runs on first and third, came out, gave the signs. Looks like they would have what we call play 3, where they're going to focus on the runner on third. Not going to worry about that runner at first base. Never came up from a knee. And the infield will be brought in. Scores 3-0 here in the top of the first. They're going to try to stop the bleeding. Infielders touching toe to grass. Lehman working from the windup. Fastball. Foul towards the Hyannis Harbor Hawks dugout. Full count, 3-2.
Nick Groves got 2 in scoring position. He can elevate one and get one into right field. That could score DeTalo on the sacrifice. Just got to put the ball in play here for the Harbor Hawks to try and tack on to their 3-run lead here.
And the windup fastball in on the hands. Ground ball towards the glove side of Bozier. Bozier barehands it, makes the play. What a play there by Bozier with the infield in. A chopper sending him towards second base, able to barehand it and making a wonderful play for the Wareham Gatemen.
Yeah, high chopper right back up the middle of the field, and with them playing in on the grass, it's going to be a tough one to reach for Hyannis and Bozier. The 2 of them collide going for the ball. It's Bozier, while colliding, grabbing the ball out of the air with his bare hand and making the throw once he's separated from Hyannis over to Putnam on a beautiful play.
First pitch to the Horned Frog, Anthony Silva, is a strike. And great job by Groves to just be able to get some bat to barrel, find a way to put the ball in play, allowing that run to score. 4-0 Harbor Hawks. Fastball misses glove side. Counts back to even, 1-1.
And Eric Snow able to find himself at third, while Talo was able to come home and score.
Silva, off-speed pitch, swings right over the top of it, 1-2. Both Eric Snow and DeTalo advancing. DeTalo scoring. Now Eric Snow on third base. Lehman, the windup. Strike 3 looking. Harbor Hawks score 4 here in the top half of the inning. And it will be Cade Crossan on the mound for the Harbor Hawks to put up another 0 in the bottom half of the inning. Harbor Hawks lead 4-0.
They're allowing you to find your own success and your own true independence.
Dean is a whole group of all different kinds of people and communities.
Since I've come to Dean, I've learned a lot of time management skills.
Our community is especially tight-knit, and the majority of our students live on campus. And you are guaranteed 4 years of housing while you attend Dean.
Dean is just full of opportunities for you to embrace, to welcome, so you can change yourself to who you want to be and form your career for the future.
So go through that, all right? Think that way.
Be a bulldog. Have a bulldog mentality in everything you do in life, whether you're playing sports or in the classroom or just socializing around campus.
Which are staffed by board-certified ER providers. When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
Bottom half of the first inning, here at Spillane Field, Harbor Hawks got a head start at 4-0, and on the mound for them will be number 15, Cade Crossland. Southpaw from Rockwall, Texas, went to Weatherford College first year. Now on the way to be an Oklahoma Sooner, just moving one state up north. 6'2", 195, very smooth delivery, fastball, changeup, curveball. Guy has done pretty well, 4 innings pitched so far here in a couple of appearances, giving up 2 runs, 6 strikeouts, only 2 walks. But he will go up against a very tough Wareham Gatemen lineup.
That'll be Brendan Summerhill, the center fielder, who leads things off. Bobby Bozer out of West Virginia in the second base in the 2-hole. Antonio Jimenez, the shortstop, in at 3. Jace Reinhardt, the left fielder, in at cleanup. Sam White, the catcher. Jacob Jarrell. Eli Putnam, man who had the 2-homer night last time from Davidson, is in at 7. Colby Turner and Michael Lippy round out the lineup.
Counts 0-1 here to Brendan Summerhill. Lefty-lefty matchup. Fastball down the zone. Brendan Summerhill. Wareham Gatemen got a win 8-2 last night. 6 of the runs is thanks to Summerhill. 3 for 5 last night. 6 RBIs, scored himself twice. The 1-1's a breaking ball, fouled in between his legs. Cade Crossland gets ahead 1-2.
For Brendan Summerhill, does a good job with really attacking pitchers. Why he's in the leadoff spot for the Gatemen, and attacked last night against the Anglers really well at Veterans Field. Trying to bring that here early against Crossland.
Lefty-lefty matchup, Cade Crossland, 2-2. Breaking ball gets the back of Summerhill, and the Wareham Gatemen get the leadoff man on.
Yeah, it looked like it was just a pitch that slipped out of the hand of Crossland, and Crossland turning his back and gets plunked, and not the way you want to start for Cade Crossland in your first Cape League start. But it's going to have to work with some traffic here early.
And the 2-hole will be number 6, Bobby Bozer from South Florida. 0 for 3 last night. Worked 2 walks, though, found his way on. First pitch is a fastball up in the zone. 1-0. Cade Crossland will be mostly a 3-pitch mix guy. Fastball, changeup, curveball. Very easy, very smooth arm action. Fastball catches part of the zone, evens the count to 1-1.
Yeah, for Bozer here, doing a good job to stay back and wait for his pitch.
Pick off to first base or Summerhill. Comes in sliding.
Yeah, Summerhill was dancing over there, hitting the cha-cha slide for a hot sec, but then took that step to the left and got back to the bag.
The 1-1. Fouled straight back. Another fastball working away on the zone so far to Bobby Bozer. 1-2.
For Summerhill right now, trying to really pull the lefty's attention in Crossland over to the first base bag. Get him distracted as he tries to attack Bozer.
Yeah, Summerhill working a half-step lead, and he picks him off over at first base. DeTalo, and we have a pickle. Gazdar running him back to first base, and DeTalo makes the tag and gets the first out of the inning.
What a great pickoff. That's why it's so tough to try and go on a lefty. Crossland picks up his leg, but as he was picking up his leg, Summerhill got a late jump onto it And it was enough of a communication between DeTalo and the hurler to recognize that he was going to go, and the pickoff attempt proved successful with Gazdar coming in and running him all the way back to the Patriot.
Count remains 1-2 here to Bobby Bozer. And Bobby Bozer sends it into the left center gap. And he will get a base hit. First 2 men on for the Gatemen, but only a runner on first base.
A good piece of hitting by Bobby Bozer. Similar place that Wallace Clark placed it in the shallow left field in front of the left fielder White. And just a hit in any level of baseball that you can find. Just able to plunk it over Gazdar's head and deep enough away from White to get himself aboard.
Yeah, not a poorly pitched changeup right there. Works low and away. Bobby Bozer just seeing it early, catching the ball up front, and working to that left center gap. First pitch of the shortstop, Antonio Hyannis, is a strike.
Talk about professional approaches. Bobby Bozer has one in how he attacked the last at-bat. Did a good job staying home and finding that pitch that he wants.
Crossland works another pick off to Bobby Bozer.
Have to imagine here the Gatemen want to be a little more cautious with trying to advance runners after Crossland showed off his pickoff move. Could be successful in a big spot.
The 0-1 is fastball up in the zone. Cade Crossland, the guy who works a straight leg lift, which always makes it hard for runners because when you have a straight leg lift, it allows you to go to home or first at any point. And we saw that there with a perfectly timed pickoff to Summerhill. 1-1, misses arm side. 2-1 the count. Antonio Jimenez worked himself into a hitter's count.
Yeah, Crossland there giving a good look over to Bozer before the pitch. Double back to him.
Pick off to first base. Bobby Bozer comes in safely. Cade Crossland just doing a quick step move, which means you just barely lift your leg and go straight to first. Bozer was all over it. Two 2-1 misses outside to the right-hander in Jimenez.
Jimenez batting .231 so far on the summer with an OPS of .967, Nico.
Yeah, a guy who's getting it done so far early, guy you don't want to miss. Foul ball, straight back. Manny Garza makes a little trot over, runs out of room. Crossland works into a full count.
And kids converging on the foul ball that snuck between the bleachers and down to ground level here at Spillane Field on the campus of Wareham High School on an absolutely picture-perfect night, a top 10 summer day.
Another pick off to first base. Bozer comes in safe.
I say it every night, Nico, but there is not a cloud in the sky tonight. It was beautiful, low humidity, peaked around 77 degrees. It was absolutely gorgeous here in New England's premier vacation destination.
Another pickoff attempt to first base, Bozer. Bozer goes in standing. Yeah, another beautiful day. Sun is out. A little chilly today. You can see it. You can see it long sleeve and vest. We don't usually see it from Jacob Bynes. Usually it's the polo with the vest. Today, long sleeve. Definitely tells a little chillier. Hoodie for me. 3-2 to Jimenez is up and away. He works a walk. Runners move to first and second.
Hey, Craig Crossland just left that pitch outside, tried to see if Jimenez would go out and bite. He stays disciplined, and now it's 2-on with Crossland trying to find those two other outs here in this home half of the first. Both halves of this first inning have been lengthy for both parties.
Now to the play will be the left fielder, Jace Reinhardt. Foul ball towards the right side. Kepley making a run for it. Runs out of room. Crossland gets ahead 0-1.
Over by the Ivy here, Wareham High School. Kepley gave it a run. Kepley's speed, he can track anything down on the deep foul territory here at Spillane Field.
Count is 0-1. Here to Jace Reinhardt, the left fielder from USC Upstate. So far, Crossland trying to get that breaking ball down. Missed arm side a couple times. And there it was right there. Threw that breaking ball back in over the plate.
And breaking ball that came in at 77 miles an hour. And now Manny Garza out to talk with the soon Oklahoma Sooner on the bump and how they want to attack here. It's a lot of conversation with Manny Garza doing a lot of the talking in that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to get on the same page here on how they're going to attack, or just, just pitch Arsenal, understanding who's on deck and what the runners may be doing behind him. Crossland working early 0-2 count. 2 runners on. Cross another slider, ground ball to John Gazdar. John flips it to Anthony Silva, off Silva's glove. And all runners will be safe, and that'll leave the bases loaded here for the Wareham Gatemen.
Yeah, tough one there. Looked like it was going to be a manufactured double play, just how you like it. It was a toss of Gazdar right to the glove of Silva, but went off the webbing, trickled into center field. Groves was there, but Silva went to go grab it. It was a hold with Bozer not advancing to home. It was close enough, but now bases loaded for Sam White.
Sam White, the left-handed hitter, have another lefty-lefty matchup here in front of us. First pitch, fastball down the dirt. Goes right to the feet of Garza. Sam White had an RBI last night against Chatham, 1 for 4. RBI worked a walk, struck out twice, however. The 1-0. Breaking ball, flips one over for a strike. Crossland back in the count, 1-1. Sam White out of the Big 12 over there at West Virginia. Sophomore from Canada. Great block. The 1-1 was bounced in. Manny Garza able to have a great block on it. Slider miss arm side. Garza able to pick it out of the dirt. Keep it in front of him.
You can not talk more highly of Manny Garza than being a defensive catcher. Finds himself time and time again putting his body on the line and keeping everything in front of him. That's what all the great catchers do. Keep it in front of you to not allow them to trickle away even when those pitches are a miss.
The 2-1 is fouled off towards Jacob Irons. Irons put his hands out. Irons runs out of room.
Yeah, ran out of it. Ran out of it. Because of our perch here on top of the third base dugout, you feel like you're right in the game, Nico. I'm ready. Hands are up. I'm protecting you. Don't worry.
Yeah, every time Irons, I always know. I don't have to really worry about anything. I have Jacob Irons next to me at all times, able to protect me from a line drive. Slider down in the dirt. Did he go? No, he didn't. Sam White able to check his swing. Count is full, 3-2 here with 1 out. Base is still loaded. Summerhill at third base. No, it'll be Bozier at third base, Jimenez at second base, and Reinhardt at first. Crossland working out of the stretch. 3-2 is a ground ball. Back to Silva. Flips it over to John Gazdar. Pitcher's best friend gets the double play, and the Wareham Gatemen strand 3 and remain scoreless. We'll head to the top of the second. Hyannis Harbor Hawks still lead 4-0.
Service of your HVAC systems. Our favorite part of the job is making sure our customers. Hello there, Cape Cod. We're Bork Heating and Cooling. We've been around for 38 years and counting and have served over 5,300 customers. We specialize in the installation and service of your HVAC systems. Our favorite part of the job is making sure our customer is 100% satisfied.
We've been using Bork Heating and Cooling for over 20 years now. They've installed our furnace, our central air conditioning, and our hot water heater. Their service department is great, and I'd highly recommend this company to anyone.
We hope to hear from you. Give us a call anytime. Go Harbor Hawks!
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself. Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Hello there, Cape Cod. We're Bork Heating and Cooling. We've been around for 38 years and counting and have served over 5,300 customers. We specialize in the installation and service of your HVAC systems. Our favorite part of the job is making sure our customer is 100% satisfied.
We've been using Bork Heating and Cooling for over 20 years now. They've installed our furnace, our central air conditioning, and our hot water heater. Their service department is great, and I'd highly recommend this company to anyone.
We hope to hear from you. Give us a call anytime. Go Harbor Hawks!
Top of the second, here's Blaine Field. Harbor Hawks lead 4-0. Wareham Gatemen threatening right there, bases loaded. And the man who started the double play, Anthony Silva, will be due up here in the Harbor Hawk inning.
It'll be Manny Garza, after Silva went down looking in the last half inning. But Anthony Silva, one of those opportunities, sometimes they don't come in baseball where after missing on the toss from Gazdar to turn the double play, he gets a ball right back at him, and this time fields it himself, tosses it over to Gazdar to get the double play and get Crossland out of the inning.
First pitch of the switch-hitting catcher, Manny Garza, is a strike. That's what they always tell you. You know, if you make an error, hey, keep your head up because the ball will come back and find you, and it sure did right there. Anthony Silva able to make up for it. Garza turns that fastball down the right field line, and that's another Harbor Hawk leadoff man on.
Harbor Hawks are so dangerous when you get the leadoff man aboard, and Manny Garza just doing a great piece of hitting there, turning on it and getting one to drop it behind Putnam, the first baseman, in front of Lippy, and flirting with the right field foul line. And now Garza's aboard here with the top of the lineup and Kane Kepley up.
Kane Kepley walked and later scored last inning in the top of the first. 1-0 to Kane Kepley. First pitch was in the dirt. Another breaking ball down in the dirt. Kane Kepley, active take, 2-0.
Kane Kepley has an interesting approach in the batter's box. Throughout talking to him throughout the summer so far, he sits fastball middle. As in everything else he adjusts on the fly for. So when he gets a fastball middle, you're going to be sure he's going to take it.
Fastball misses arm side from the right-hander Lehman. Kane Kepley up in the count, 3-0.
He does a good job of staying disciplined, not expanding the zone, having that professional approach we talk about, Nico.
Yeah, Lehman, and ball 4, fastball just misses down the zone. Kane Kepley working his second walk of the evening.
All right, Kane Kepley, back-to-back walks. Now that moves Manny Garza into scoring position with once again nobody away for Cole Lehman, who's had some struggle time here early, but Eric Luxus, the pitching coach, is out to have the conversation, and he's looking to the bullpen and will make the point to the bullpen. The Gatemen will make a change, and we'll take a break to tell you all about the new hurler when we get his number. We'll be right back. You're watching and listening to the Harbor Hawks Baseball Network.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Serviced over 5,300 customers on and around Cape Cod for almost 40 years. We install and service your heating and cooling system, and our #1 goal is to ensure we do the best job we possibly can to make our customers happy.
You have the triple cheerleading squad for Bork sitting here. They repaired our heating system, took care of our air conditioning system, and they set something up with the remote system that they installed for us as well. Yay, yay, yay for Bork. We love them.
Give us a call when you're in need of HVAC services. Hope you enjoy the game.
to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
Now in for the Wareham Gatemen will be number 23, Jacob Faulkner. Sidearm pitcher from Princeton. Working a lot of fastball changeups here. And this is a guy who's firm submarine guy. He's going to start with his back kind of bent over, start low and finish low. Kind of reminds me of a little bit of Darren O'Day back in the day.
Yeah, from Venice, Florida, was a second-team All-Ivy honoree from 2023. And Uncle Craig played baseball for LSU and played professionally for 8 years as well, coming with some extensive family lineage on the diamond, but comes in a big spot here.
It comes in a big spot to face John Gazdar, one of the better hitters for the Harbor Hawks so far in this quarter season.
And he's going to have a weird set as well, Nico. He gets onto the rubber. Face is basically parallel with his lead knee down to a crouch, and then doesn't even pick up his body. He stays low and stays parallel with the position he sets in. It's almost like he's leaning back and then delivering.
Yeah, completely leaning forward, staying down there, working. Yeah, his hip comes over a little bit. Quick slide step, John Gazdar, ground ball to Jimenez, flips it over to Bobby Bozier, and gets another double play in this game. And just like that, Faulkner able to use his sidearm ability, that sinker, to work a double play right there.
Yeah, it's what sinkers and submariners do. It's ground balls. Jimenez does a good job to field and toss up over to Bozier, but quickly moving is Garza over to third for Wallace Clark.
Wallace Clark got a base hit in his last appearance. Fastball low in the zone, hit it to left field. Faulkner, whose fastball is going to be around the mid-80s. Going to have a lot of arm side sink to it. He's going to work that changeup right behind it, which we saw right there. Just missed arm side, count 2-0.
And now going to call for time. He's going to make sure the bunny goes through the hole and tie the shoe on his right shoe.
2-0 count here to Wallace Clark. Manny Garza staying 90 feet away. Pretty close to us here in the cage. You can probably hear us. Wallace Clark extends his hands, drops it right in front of Summerhill, but Summerhill able to range over and come in and make the play. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Harbor Hawks still lead 4-0.
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself. Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
bottom half of the second. Jacob Faulkner able to come in and do his job and keep a 0 up there for the top of the second. In this bottom half for the Wareham Gatemen will be Jacob Jarrell, Eli Putnam, and Colby Turner due up. In that first inning, Crossland gave up a walk, picked off Summerhill at first base, then gave up a base hit, walk, and then a man reached on an error, and then worked out of it. Got the big-time double play right there to end the inning, but wasn't able to record an out at bat until that last double play. The only out before that was a pickoff. Count is 1-0 here to Jacob Jarrell. Fastball fouled straight back.
That one's nearly missing a car. Parked along the road, went into the tree line just behind the high school and behind the press box here at Spillane Field in Wareham, Massachusetts.
Southpaw 1-1 delivers, spikes it into the ground, changeup. 2-1. Crossland delivers. Another one fouled straight back near the same position. Same fans back there. May able to get second ball out of it.
Got to bring your sneakers if you're trying to find a foul ball at any one of these premier baseball destinations.
2-2 out front. Funky hop for Wallace Clark. And he'll take it off the chest, and the leadoff man, Jarrell, will get on.
Yeah, looked like it was going to be a routine grounder, but then at the last second, right before about a foot in front of him, took a nasty hop into his chest, did a good job of bringing it back down to the gravel. Then when he tried to pick up, sped up motions and lost it for a hot sec, but does a good job of not forcing the throw over to first. That could have gotten away from Vitalo on the late throw. Good job just keeping it in front of him and allow Gerald to be at first.
First pitch to the first baseman, Eli Putnam. Fastball misses arm side.
Now they'll rule that a single for Gerald.
Yeah, and that just tells you how hard of a hop that was for Wallace Clark over there at third base. Yeah, like, play looks routine. The ball kind of spiked up, squared him up in the chest.
And it should also be noted here at Spillane Field, a little bit of a different infield than most. It is gravel, helps with the drainage with the wet summer months here and allows the field to be playable even through some tough conditions, but that gravel can sometimes make some weird hops, and one right there shown for Wallace Clark.
3 straight balls to Putnam, the first baseman. 3-0 misses badly, arm side, gets even behind Garza. Moving up 90 feet anyway will be Jacob Jarrell, and Putnam finds his way on via the walk.
Yeah, Garza out of the squat to try and stop it, got a little bit on it, but doesn't mean all that much just with Putnam getting the walk. But now Crossland once again facing traffic. What can he dial up here as he takes on Turner, the third baseman?
Colby Turner from San Diego State University. From Huntington Beach, California, the freshman. First pitch to him is outside, ball 1.
And with the Harbor Hawks possessing a 4-run lead here, you can feel a little more comfortable as Crossland's laboring so far right now, but with him laboring, you have a 4-run cushion to allow a margin of error for the Sooner.
The 1-0, fastball up in the zone. Count is 2-0.
85-mile-an-hour pitch over the middle. Just add a little bit too much elevation on it, and Mitch Carricker is out of the dugout. Still haven't made a signal yet to the bullpen, but sometimes he can come out to have a conversation with his defense just as much as he wants to go with Cade Crossland.
Yeah, Mitch gives their bullpen some time. This is the first time that the bullpen's looks to get active over there. See some guys stretching, a few balls being tossed over the right field. Can't see who it is here from this angle. They're behind our right field fence. You can put the binoculars all you want, unless that thing has x-ray vision. Won't see much out of that.
I don't know what you're talking about, Nico Sharp. I can totally see through the Office Technology Group sign.
Count here is still 2-0 to Colby Turner. Fastball misses bad, arm side once again. And we are in danger of another walk.
Now for Crossland, going to have to try and find something over the zone. We dial up a fastball that can get me over, but also have to imagine with Turner, it's going to have the hold on.
Yeah, and there's that fastball, centers it up, middle.
And now for Kate Crossland, he's trying to work a ground ball to try and get a double play here.
3-1 the count, running on first and second. Fastball gets Turner swinging. Crossland able to work the count back to full.
The Harbor Hawks, you don't want to tap into your bullpen early, especially with some big games upcoming with Brewster tomorrow and then Katuitt on Sunday.
And a fastball hits away. Colby Turner keeps it fair. Kane Kepley able to get to it quickly. And they will keep Jacob Jarrell over there at third base. Let's move station to station after that ball barely caught the fair line. Bases are juiced.
And Kepley with his speed was able to quickly get over to it. And with his strong arm, it holds Jarrell over at third, but now bases loaded. Harbor Hawks still looking for that first down.
Right fielder Michael Lippy up at the plate, the 9-hole. First pitch to him is a fastball that catches the corner for a strike. Sophomore out of Louisville. Having a pretty solid start to his summer. Came off hot. Second pitch gets him swinging, strike 2.
Now Crossland's ahead. One of the few times here so far, and now he can dive into the arsenal a little bit to try and get that strikeout pitch. Have Lippy go swinging.
The 0-2. Looked to be an off-speed pitch down in the zone. Bases loaded here. Wallace, Clark, and DeTalo have their toes on the grass. Middle infield stays back. They will bring the corners in. 1-2 from Crossland's fouled over the first base dugout.
Lippy doing a good job fighting off a pitch that was low and away. It was a borderline call. Working on that 2-strike approach as now Crossland shakes off a couple.
1-2 here to the 9-hole Lippy. Tries a back foot slider, and it does. Took the term literally, back foot slider gets Lippy. And Wareham Gatemen will scratch across a run.
Yeah, it's a tough go of it for Kate Crossland as it's just a slider that cut too much for him. Came in contact with Michael Lippy, a batter that he was ahead in the count, and falls victim to the hit by pitch. Still looking, though, for an out in his home half of the second.
The 0-0 is a high fly ball from Summerhill. Kane Kepley able to work towards it. Makes the play. Kane Kepley play at the plate. Not cut off, and the runner will score in Putnam. And that will be a sac fly for the leadoff Summerhill.
Yeah, Summerhill doing a good job of elevating the ball, and with bases loaded, he can elevate, and Kepley had a good throw to it, just pulls Garza away from home plate, and with the speedy Putnam, can't do too much about it. As now Mitch Carricker will make the point to the bullpen, and that will end Cade Crossland's day here at Spillane Field. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back. You're listening and watching to the Harbor Hawks Baseball Network as the Hawks lead 4-2 into this pitching change.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself. Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Pitching change here for the Harbor Hawks with a score of 4-2. It'll be Cade Brown, redshirt freshman. He plays for the Sacramento State Hornets. He's going to be a fastball, slider, changeup guy, and he's going to throw that slider and change just as much, if not more, than his fastball. He's a guy staying at 6'6", 205, comes straight over the top. Look for him to use his height and really reach out there and give a problem to these Wareham Gatemen hitters.
Yeah, got one out here. And for Cade Brown, just trying to find himself and get out of this as quickly as possible. Not something you want to have happen if you're Mitch Carricker and you're the Harbor Hawks. And reaching into the bullpen here, still in the bottom of the second, it's going to be a bullpen day. It looks like for them, and going to be a tough one here to try and pull out, but you've got a 2-run lead after allowing 2 to plate, but 2 stand in scoring position for the Gatemen, and he's going to have to go attack Bozer, who worked a big single back in the first, but was left stranded over at third.
Harbor Hawks still lead 4-2. Tying run is at second base. Colby Turner at third base with Michael Lippy at second. Cade Brown approaching his first hitter of the day in Bobby Bozer. First pitch fouled off. And look for Cade Brown. He has a changeup listed, but it's a true splitter. So that'll be his pitch that works and has that downward action movement. And you can see that's actually what he holds. So a lot of pitchers hold changeup grip before they go to their glove, and he's going to hold splitter right there because he doesn't have a true changeup. It'll be that splitter. Oh, 1 here with 1 out. First pitch. Misses up and in. 1-1 to Bobby Bozier.
Pitch that forced Bozer to get away from the box. And Brown starting with his throwing arm across his body down by the pocket.
And there was that breaking ball. Nasty pitch, works down in the zone. Gets Bobby Bozier swinging. Cade Brown up in the count, 1-2. Here are the runners on second and third. Corners will remain in, infield back, or middle infield back. Wallace, Clark, and DeTalo both having toes on the grass. The 1-2 from the 6'6" man is a ball up in the zone.
And with being ahead, trying to work the breaking balls through the corners. Can't get anyone to bite there.
Cade Brown's going to have to go right after these Wareham Gatemen hitters coming in so early. You're going to hope that Brown can eat up some of these middle innings. Another breaking ball down in the zone. Gets Boger swinging. First at bat for Cade Brown is a strikeout.
It's a huge out there. So that now that opens up Brown to really focus on Hyannis, the batter, with 2 outs pocketed here in the bottom of the second. Trying to keep Turner and Lippy on their respective bases of third and second.
Hyannis walked in his first appearance. First pitch there is a ball. Hyannis from the University of Miami. Count is 1-0 to the Hurricane. Let's pitch right, middle in. Count is 1-1. One and one here. Tying run still remains at second base. Shortstop Antonio Hyannis, the right-handed batter. Fastball just misses outside. Antonio back into a hitter's count.
Hyannis staying disciplined on that pitch that was away from him at 89 miles an hour. How the shadow's starting to play a factor here. And now it will be an automatic strike called against Hyannis as he was not set and ready with 8 seconds to go.
Count is now 2-2 here with 2 outs. 2 runners on. Cade Brown, foul ball. Ball hit right next to us. Unk reaches for it, not able to get it, not able to work through the fence.
Needed a better ability there.
Yeah, ball's still on top of the dugout. Kids trying to figure out how to get their hands on it. 2-2, splitter, down and away. Gets Antonio Hyannis swinging. Great job from Cade Brown to come in, get the job done, hold them to only 2 runs. Wareham Gatemen do scratch 2 across, though. Cut the lead in half. Hyannis Harbor Hawks 4, Wareham Gatemen 2.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention. When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
Back here for the top of the third. Score still 4-2. Jacob Faulkner coming in for another inning of work, was able to come in and shut the door and get the job done and hold the Harbor Hawks to where they are now. Due up will be the DBU Patriot, Michael DiTallo, followed by Mason White, and the hot-hitting Eric Snow.
Yeah, if you want to try and tack on a couple of runs like our friends from social media want to have happen here right now, this is going to be the part of the lineup to do it. Got a full box up here. Got Kendall, got Brooke, got Dan. We're in a tight, confined space, but guess what? That's the beauty of being an internship. We get to know each other very well.
Yeah, all close up here. As we can see, we got social media, got our production man, Daniel Bottolino over there next to us. And I'm here sitting next to Jacob Byers once again.
Thanks, buddy.
Grab us, Jacob. You didn't tell them that we're also in the cage. Second pitch to DiTallo is a slider, misses low and away. Jacob Faulkner going to be a guy with those fastball slider change. That slider is going to be a frisbee for him coming from that arm slot. DiTallo chops it to Bozier. Bozier making the play over second base, and just missing the pick over there is Eli Putnam. Tough play over by Bozier, not able to pick it out of the ground as Putnam. DiTallo gets on first base.
Yeah, it's a throw that Putnam couldn't scoop out of the dirt. Bozier made a good play for it. It was ranging and makes the throw as it was coming across his body and skipping it by the glove of Putnam. It was a good backup by White there, chasing it all the way down, but it was really our videographer, Hagan, providing the stop over to the corner.
Yeah, that's a tough play by Putnam. Here with the gravel infield, the ball didn't pick up at all. His glove, the ball is going to be more of a long hop, but the ball just stuck down on the gravel. First pitch to Mason White is a hard line drive hit off the glove of Putnam. And it gets past the right fielder, Lippy, and DiTallo off the bobble will be able to advance from second to third. Runners on the corners for the Harbor Hawks.
Now, hard hit ball from Mason White that ricocheted off the glove of Putnam. He reached out for it and leapt over to it, but just got a nip of it and changed the entire direction for Lippy, who came crashing in and then at the last second had to adjust. And while he was adjusting in that spot, lost the ball as he was focused on the advancing DiTallo, and when he lost it with DiTallo's speed, able to find himself at third advancing.
Runs on first and third. Mason White at first, DiTallo at third base now. First pitch to Eric Snow. Fastball down the zone for strike.
Don't be shocked here if you see Mason White with second base open to try and advance. Try and put two in scoring position here for Eric Snow.
The 0-1 to Eric Snow is fouled off. Faulkner up in the count, 0-2.
Now the rule DiTallo's advancing from second to third is going to be the error of Lippy.
And Mason White had an exit velo of 95 miles per hour there. Able to catch that ball out front, wasted no time in the first pitch. Eric Snow, ball in on the hands, fired up to Lippy, to the right fielder. Lippy's under it, makes the play. And jogging the 90 feet will be DiTallo, and that's a sac fly for Eric Snow. Harbor Hawks add to the lead, 5-2.
That just shows you the heater Eric Snow's on. Even when he records an out, he finds himself contributing to the game, and this time contributing with an RBI sac fly to bring in DiTallo, and proves how important that advancement was from second to third off the error of Lippy to put DiTallo eventually in scoring position for the sacrifice, and now Harbor Hawks are able to scoot one back.
And that'll bring up the center fielder, Nick Groves. Grounded to Bozier up the middle, and Bozier made that incredible bare hand play back in the first. Righty-lefty matchup. Mason White still standing over there at first base. Groves fouls it off down the first base line.
Groves grounded out over to Bozier with the big ranging play for the second baseman in the first and the last time he was in the box.
1-1. Fastball misses low and away. And before every pitch, Faulkner's going to be a guy who stands up, faces center field, takes a deep breath. He's probably just when he gets the pitch call from the pitch comm. The 2-1 was a backdoor off-speed pitch. misses down in the zone. Nick Groves able to take it. 3-1.
And the shadows of Wareham High School playing a factor as Faulkner still stands in the sun as he pitches to the shaded batter's box.
And Nick Groves able to work the walk, takes the fastball low and away. Shadows are going to play a factor, though. It is kind of an interesting thing. The mound is half in the sun, half not. Then as you exit the dirt of the mound, about 5 yards of sun, and then it goes back to shadow. So it's going to be hard for these Harbor Hawk hitters and all the offensive for both the Gatemen and the Harbor Hawks to pick up spin and pick up rotation as it goes from sun into shadow. And with runs on first and second, it'll be the Horn Frog up, number 2, Anthony Silva. Struck out looking back in the first. Faulkner sets and deals, misses glove side.
Silva had a strikeout looking to end the lengthy first, where the Harbor Hawks were able to score 4 of their 5 runs.
Faulkner sets, the side armor deals, misses up in the zone. 72 mile per hour. Ball rose there a little bit, coming from that arm angle. And the ball just slowly rising, and so that's what you get when you get a guy that throws from way down there. Through a slider, the ball just kept moving across his body, up in the zone. Silva able to take it. Silva ground ball to the third baseman Turner, flips on over to first base, loses it in the sun is Eli Putnam. And Nick Groves rounding third base, putting pressure on the defense, play at the plate, is safe at home plate. The aggressive base running of Nick Groves moving from first to third on the ground ball. And Anthony Silva making his way to third base. Aggressive base running for the Harbor Hawks, pick up, and the score is 6-2 with Silva 90 feet away.
Skip Mitch Carricker calls it the way he plays, and it's an aggressive style of baseball there. It was a throw that got away from Putnam. It looked like it was going to be a routine 5 unassisted to 3 double play, but Putnam losing it in the sun. The shadows, like we talked about, playing a factor there. The throw coming from the shaded third into the sunny first base, got rid of it, and it was a strong call in that position for Mitch Carricker to send in the speedy Groves and test the throw at home and try and make them make a play at home.
Manny Garza due up, the switch hitting catcher once again, staying in the left-hander's box, catches the outside corner. Aggressive base run from Nick Groves. Nick Groves never stopped running, even during the play. He rounded second base, and as soon as that ball got by, he was rounding third, and there was never a doubt. 3-1 pitch is fouled straight back to Manny Garza.
Interested to see how they rule that play for Silva. But ball stuck behind home play, and I think the bat boy over there is had to break it up.
And the pitch to Manny Garza is misses up in the zone. Count, I believe, is 3-1. Or 4-2, according to the scoreboard there at Spillane Field. The Horned Frogs staying 90 feet away. Garza pitched down the zone. He thought was missed down. Umpire thought otherwise. That'd be a strikeout looking, but the Harbor Hawks able to scratch 2 more cross thanks to the aggressive base running. They have improved their lead to 6-2 to the Gatemen. And before we enter this bottom half of the third, we'll send it over to our sideline reporter, Matt Coates. Matt Coates, what do you have for us?
Nico, thanks for throwing it over here. Guys, shockingly, we are already a quarter of the way into this Cape Cod Baseball League season. Today is our 12th game, and with the season being shortened down to 40 games, it's bound to go by in an instant. I want to give a quick shout out to our writing crew, who wrote a fantastic story titled 10 Takeaways from Our First 10 Games about this opening quarter of the season for the Harbor Hawks. One important takeaway they mentioned is the disparity in our play at home and on the road. So far, at home, the team has a remarkable plus 29 run differential and a 5-1 record. On the road, they have a 1-3-1 record and a -6 run differential. Hopefully, this game can stay this way, come up all Hawks, and we can start chipping away at that road disparity in our play style. If you want to get more of those 10 takeaways from our first 10 games, make sure to check out the writer's story from Mike Maynard, Peyton Kelly, and Sam Fosberg on our website. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Matt Coates, once again. And, yeah, our writers do a great job. You know, I actually got a chance to read the 10 takeaways.
Oh.
It's pretty good stuff. I mean, a lot of things that, like, you know, they dig into numbers here, but they also give you a little bit of feel stuff. So I love what those guys are able to do. Definitely got to go check out those articles.
Yeah.
They do post-game reports as well. You got to go check those out.
Yeah, the 10 things I thought was very insightful because we sit here every night and talk about it, but they have sometimes a little bit more of a macro view of the entirety of the situation. We're, as broadcasters, in every pitch every night. So looking at those 10 things from a macro perspective. But one thing they brought up that I thought was so poignant and that somewhat's been missed is Hyannis Harbor Hawks are leading the Cape right now in on-base percentage at .377 coming into this one. They are so good at finding their way on base. And a big reason why they were able to score 4 here in that 4-run first inning was because they were able to work 3 walks and a single and find themselves on base to be put in the position to score.
Bottom of the third here. First pitch, number 20, Jace Reinhardt is a strike. And I love the way you say work a walk. You know, they're not just getting 4-pitch walks. I mean, they're earning them. They're working deep in the counts. They're fouling tough pitches. And they're doing a great job so far of getting deep in the counts, making pitchers use their pitches, and ultimately working walks. Second pitch, that splitter down in the zone, gets Reinhardt to swing over top of it. Cade Brown up in the count 0-2. Cade Brown staying at 6'6", wearing number 17 in the blue jersey of the Harbor Hawks. Hard ground ball over towards the Wareham Gatemen dugout. Jacob Irons ready once again. Ball stayed down there, but if that ball is up here, Jacob Irons had his hands all over it.
I'm waiting for it to come here, Nico, and I'm not going to be ready for it. I'm going to go right into your lap.
And the 0-2 tries to nibble that inner part of the zone, misses 1-2.
You got me, though, right, bud?
Yeah, no problem, buddy. Don't worry. If the ball ever comes over here, we'll take care of it. Dad, we got a lot of people back here. You know, I know they're all ready to catch a foul ball as well.
You've got some nice protective netting, though, so he's going to have to try and sneak through.
There's that breaking ball down the dirt, gets Reinhardt swinging, and able to get the drop third strike back there is Garza for out number 1.
Garza doing a good job. Loses the breaking ball into the dirt. Keeps it in front of him, though, able to square his chest around it to make a clean throw over to Talo for the K2-3. And now, since Brown has come in, all 3 of his outs that he has recorded have been via the strikeout.
Yeah, it's going to be thanks to that splitter. You know, we talked about Savory having that spin rate of insane high spin rate at over 2,900. First pitch to Sam White, the catcher, is a shot down the line. Ken Kelby working that way. Sam White looks to have a stand-up double to add to his evening. Cade Brown not able, threw that splitter once again, but kept it just up, and Sam White able to have a good pitch recognition, able to get the barrel out front and catch it before it breaks.
Yeah, Sam White doing a good job poking it down in front of Kepley into shallow right field. He's playing a tad away from the line, so if you're able to turn it over, it's able to be a hit, and for that one, Sam White's able to extend forward.
First pitch is up in the zone, missed for ball 1. So we talked about Savory's slider coming at 2,900 spin rate. That pitch right there, 2,300. That splitter he's throwing, a spin rate of 940. Next pitch is a hard and deep ball to left field. It'll go foul. A great swing there by Jacob Jarrell, just pulling it foul. But that splitter not spinning very much, 900. That ball is just shaking up there before having that dive.
For there you talk about it, Nico. You're looking at a pitch that's going to eventually die. It's just a question of for the batter whether it's going to die before them or after them.
And then he'll speed up that fastball, 88 miles per hour down the zone. Gets him looking. Up in the count, 1-2, can go in any direction. He's a fastball, changeup, or fastball splitter, slider guy. Can go in any direction he wants. Now ahead in the count at 1-2. Fastball up in the zone, decides to climb the ladder at 90 miles per hour. And that's another strikeout to add to Cade Brown tonight.
Cade Brown is dialed right now. It's a fastball high and pushes it right past Gerald, who went climbing with him. He's trying to work out after allowing Sam White to get a double on him. What does he have for Eli Putnam, who had himself a game with 2 home runs the last time these two teams met?
First pitch, the ball missed inside to the right-hander. Putnam walked in his first, would later come around to score. One of the 2 runs that would score for the Gatemen. Right-handed on right-handed. Second pitch just misses away. Threw that splitter once again. Almost caught the corner. Eli Putnam up in the count, 2-0. Putnam hitting .303 in the first quarter of this season. 2-0. Cade Brown gets a pitcher's pitch right there, low and away. Just gift the corner. Right there, Putnam having a one pitch, one zone. Wanted it right there in his box. Great pitcher's pitch there by Brown to get it low and away. Second pitch, that splitter, below 900 spin rate. Gets him with the sword. Even count, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second, and Sam White, who had the double. Fastball fouled straight back to Putnam.
Putnam doing a good job of fighting off pitches here as Cade Brown not giving him anything easy. An 89-mile-an-hour pitch up into the zone that he's able to get barrel on and foul away.
Opens up his options there too. Fastball up in the zone. He can put that splitter right behind it and have it dive behind it, or can climb the ladder even higher. Decides to go fastball, missed down the middle. And in scoring position was Sam White, and he will score on the base hit from Eli Putnam.
Yeah, Eli Putnam just tosses one right back up the middle. Gazdarn Silva can't get there in time. And just low grounder that stayed on the ground for a majority of the time. And with White in scoring position, there was no thought about it. They're going to send him in, and now only a 3-run lead for the Harbor Hawks.
First pitch to the third baseman, Colby Turner. Ball missed glove side from the right-handed Cade Brown. Colby Turner reached on a single back in the second. Got stranded at third base. Splitter down the zone. Colby Turner takes the pitch down.
For Turner, had a single. Back of the second, was left stranded at third in the second. That's the first time he sees Brown today.
2-0 delivery, misses. Badly glove side. Many guards able to get a glove on it, 3-0.
Now wind starting to really pick up, and with the shade, it adds that little extra chill into the air here, Nico.
And you got the long sleeve on, you have the vest on. What's the next level of apparel we have?
Sweatshirt. Sweatshirt will be making the call. Josh Schreiber will be making the jog over.
3-0. Fastball, middle. Taking all the way was Turner. Yeah, it is pretty chilly. The shade is here. temperature's already low, and this wind's not making it any better.
No, wind's not making it any better, and my family's listening. They know I run cold, so gonna have to get that sweatshirt on quick.
Pick off over to first base. Sliding back is Putnam.
Good job by Putnam to go in sliding there. Got frozen for a hot sec, but throw couldn't come in time as he hit the gravel quickly.
3-1 here with 2 outs. And able to turn that pitch around is Colby Turner down the left field line. Working towards it will be Mason White. And moving from first to third will be Eli Putnam. Runners in scoring position for the Gatemen as they're threatening once again.
Once again, it's this hot lineup for the Wareham Gatemen. 1 through 9, they can all do damage, and Cade Brown's finding that out right now. This time it's Colby Turner getting to turn on one and sink it in on a turning fly ball that drops in front of White. Couldn't get there in time, and Putnam held at third with the strong arm of White. Harbor Hawks just looking for that final out to work out of this bottom of the third.
And that pitch was left middle. And Colby Turner, third baseman, did not miss it. First pitch to Lippy, strike 1. Lippy was hit by the pitch back in the second against Crossland. Down 1-2 in the count. Back foot slider, got a piece of him. 0-1 here with 2 outs. Another splitter down in the zone. Lippy swinging over it. 0-2 the count. 2 runners on here for the Gatemen. Colby Turner, who just hit the double at second base. Eli Putnam staying 90 feet away. And the 0-2 from Brown. Splitter and swinging over it will be Lippy. Another strikeout for Cade Brown. Gatemen do scratch a run across. Score is 63 as we head to the top of the 4th.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
I think, Dean, they're allowing you to find your own success and your own true independence.
Dean is a whole group of all different kinds of people and communities.
Since I've come to Dean, I've learned a lot of time management skills.
Our community is especially tight-knit, and the majority of our students live on campus. And you are guaranteed 4 years of housing while you attend Dean.
Dean is just full of opportunities for you to embrace, to welcome, so you can change yourself to who you want to be and form your career for the future.
So go through that, all right? Think that way.
Be a bulldog. Have a bulldog mentality in everything you do in life, whether you're playing sports or in the classroom or just socializing around campus.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
Jacob Faulkner's day is done. It'll be number 38, Patrick Galley from Ole Miss, the 6'2" man. Fastball slider guy. Only had 4 innings. Only had 4 innings for the Rebels. Faulkner was able to get the job done. They'll pass the torch to the next right-hander. First pitch to the leadoff, Kane Kepley's a ball.
And Kane Kepley now will see a new arm here for his third time coming to the plate. It's been a new arm every time.
And Kane Kepley turns that pitch around, working down the right field line, and he'll pull it just foul, couple feet. And that'll be a long foul ball for the count to be 0-2.
Wow, it was a looping fly ball. It was trying to see if it was going to catch a little bit of chalk, but just kept turning on him, going to that right side. Couldn't find fair territory, and now Kepley behind 0-2.
Yeah, fastball down and away. Kepley able to go down and get it. Pitch is up in the zone for a ball. 2-1 the count to Kane Kepley. Taken down in the zone. Try to pull the string right there. Kane Kepley, a great pitch recognition guy, will not extend the zone.
Already has 2 walks because of that, Nico.
And that'll be the third one for Kane Kepley. He'll get a free 90.
What 3 at-bats have we seen from Kane Kepley? He was behind in the first at-bat. Then in the second, had a commanding lead of the count, seeing 4 straight balls, and then they're doing a good job. See a couple of strikes, foul off 2, and get himself aboard to set up for John Gazdar. And now with the righty in, don't be afraid to see Kepley on the move.
First pitch to the governor, John Gazdar's a ball. 85 mile per hour. Pickoff over to Kane Kepley. Closer play. Kane Kepley goes back in sliding. Kepley with the classic oven mitt on the left hand. Harbor Hawks wearing the blue jersey with the gray bottoms, and he is going. Fastball up in the zone to John Gazdar, 2-0. And Kepley will be safe at second base. The throw just brought him towards the shortstop. And Kepley gets another stolen base.
And does a good job putting himself in scoring position once again for John Gazdar, who's such a hot batter right now for the Harbor Hawks. And with that stolen base, it's now 3 over the past 2 games for the Liberty man.
Yeah, found his way on base, on first base twice last night. Got 2 stolen bases, and already has 1 again today. 2-0 to John Gazdar, missed glove side from the right-hander. Ball 3.
Yeah, had a good hop on it, and able to get over there in time. And now Gazdar with 3 balls, looking for his second walk of the evening.
Galay sets 3-0. Another glove side miss, and John Gazdar will work another free pass.
For Gazdar, does a good job once again, not extending the zone. Stays disciplined in the box. And now 2-on for Wallace Clark.
A lot of long innings so far. Both offenses getting it done. An hour and a half in and just getting past the first third of the game. First pitch is a breaking ball. Can't work it down. Stays up in the zone to Wallace Clark. Ball 1. Kepley at second base. John Gazdar putting on his oven mitt on first base. The Evil Shield. Step over, pick off, move to second base. Kepley goes back in easily standing.
I'm a big fan of the sliding glove. My sister has one. She plays collegiate softball. She sports one, and it just gives you a little bit of an extra inch. Sometimes that's all it is in baseball. It's a game of inches sometimes, and when you have that sliding glove, it gives you a little bit of extra length.
Pitch to Wallace is fouled long down the right field line to make his way over his lippy. Sliding play just comes up short. after that long foul ball. Counts 1-1. Is she an Evo Shield gal, or what do you know the brand?
Oh, this is not good if she's listening because I should know. I think it's Evo Shield.
Okay, that would be the most popular. That's usually what the mitt is usually. And I guess we'll find out here pretty shortly if she's listening in, if you're right or wrong. So
trust me, she'll
really
text
looking
me.
forward to it.
Don't worry. I'll get a text here quick.
Yeah, looking forward to that text if she's listening in. Kind of 1-1 here to Wallace Clark. Fastball catches the outer half of the part. Galay now up in the count, 1-2.
Out for Galay after 2 straight walks, doing a good job here attacking Wallace Clark. A hot bat for the Harbor Hawks.
And that fastball, 91-mile-per-hour fastball, gets him right on the thigh. And that is a 1-2 hit by pitch to load the bases.
Now, just like the first inning, Harbor Hawks have bases loaded with nobody away to bring up Michael DiTallo. We are past an hour and a half here, and we're still only in the top of the 4th. It has been a lengthy game between the Harbor Hawks and the Gatemen here on this Friday evening as Eric Alexis, the pitching coach, now to have a conversation with Galay.
Gatemen bullpen quiet. Not looking to go back to another arm here so early. Just going to talk to the pitcher from Ole Miss.
Right now, Wareham stands at the league's best 9-2 record, setting the pace. They've had 5 wins in the confine of Spillane Field, and versus the West, they haven't lost. They are 4-0 versus Western Division opponents. The Harbor Hawks trying to grab their first victory over the Gatemen this year, and Wareham trying to defend off their first loss to the division.
Yeah, and back to Matt Coates' point a little bit. Harbor Hawks 5-1 at home, 1-3 on the road, and on the opposition, Wareham Gatemen defend the gate well. So far, 5-1 in the season. That one loss coming to an Eastern Division team, just like you mentioned.
Will Bauer, the home plate umpire, out to grab what I think was his pitch clicker that he dropped on his way back after breaking up the conference on the bump.
Patrick Galay working on the windup. First pitch, the fastball, misses high. And Galay's going to be a guy who starts with his hands even, works over his shoulder, kind of that old-timey look. You know, gets his timing and then a smooth delivery from the right-handed man. The 1-0. Misses just glove side to DiTallo. The Patriot ahead in the count 2-0.
And Mike Hannah-Jones for the first base umpire, and Ben Descasanzo, the third base umpire, rounding out today's United umpiring crew.
The 2-0 to DiTallo is up in the zone, ball 3. Bases loaded. Still no outs here for the Harbor Hawks. Nowhere to put Michael DiTallo. And he spins in for the first strike, 3-1.
And 92-mile-an-hour pitch, high and inside on Dallas Baptist righty.
And the 3-1 out of the windup gets DiTallo swinging. Galay has worked himself back to the count, 3-2.
And for the Harbor Hawks coming in on full counts, batting 150 with 29 walks to 22 strikeouts.
The 3-2 delivery, DiTallo fouls it straight back. Shown the ability to be a good 2-strike hitters. Working a lot of walks, as we saw. You know, it's not just working walks easily. It's working 3-2 counts, working deep in the counts, fouling off tough pitches. The 3-2 DiTallo way up in the zone. And that's another free 90 for the Harbor Hawks, and a run will score.
That's now a 7-3 lead off after the pitch that was high and way upstairs on DiTallo for the walk. Now this is Galay's third walk of his outing since coming in to begin the 4th, and still trying to register that first out.
Detallo found his way on base so far every time he's come to the plate, walked in the first, got a base hit in the third and walked there. And that'll bring up the big swinger, number 9, Mason White out of Arizona. Got a base hit in his last plate appearance. John Gazdar at third base, Wallace Clark at second, and Michael Detallo at first base. Bases loaded, still here, no outs. Pulling the string right there to Mason White. Now the count is 0-2.
White's got to protect here on the 0-2.
Still working out the windup is Gallet. Changeup low in the zone. Gets Mason White swinging. Gets away from the catcher a little bit. Staying put will be John Gazdar, and that is a 3-pitch strikeout for Mason White.
Breaking ball at 88 miles an hour, skipping in front of White that he went around swinging on and dropped to a knee, trying to go down and grab it. That's for the first out for Gallet, but now going to face the soon-to-be Auburn Tiger and Eric Snow.
Eric Snow had that RBI sac fly last inning in the third. Here with 2 runners in scoring position. Fastball up in the zone, just catches the top part of that zone. Eric Snow didn't love the call. Gallet seeming to get in rhythm here. 3-pitch strikeout to White and goes right after Snow. Another fastball up in the zone. White popped up. Take a look at John Gazdar, who took a big secondary over there at third base.
John Gazdar doing his fair share of running up and down the third base line, trying to grab the attention of Patrick Gallet, a right-handed pitcher, excuse me.
Yeah, doing a great job getting a big secondary, walking down the line and moving up the line to make it a tough throw if White didn't want to make a back pick. Count is 3-1 here to Eric Snow at the plate. Yeah, that's what they teach you to do in Gazdar. You take your lead in the foul territory, and as soon as the ball crosses home plate, to get on the line and work and make it a tough throw for the right-hander White behind the plate. Eric Snow 3-1, big hack, fouls it straight back.
And it's tough here as well, as Gazdar's got to go on the grass there whenever he starts retreating because of the foul lines being the edge of the grass to the infield gravel.
3-2 to Eric Snow, misses glove side from the right-hander. And that'll be another walk for the Harbor Hawks, and a run will come across.
Yeah, their second run of this top of the fourth, and they extend to an 8-3 lead here on this Friday night with bases loaded. And Patrick Gallet just continuing to try and lengthen, but now Eric Luxus out of the dugout.
Bases still loaded here. The left-handed Nick Groves up the plate, and Skip Wool will make the motion to the bullpen. Score is 8-3. Harbor Hawks still threatening. We'll let you know who the new Gatemen pitcher is right after this.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
So I think, Dean, they're allowing you to find your own success and your own true independence.
Dean is a whole group of all different kinds of people and communities.
Since I've come to Dean, I've learned a lot of time management skills.
Our community is especially tight-knit, and the majority of our students live on campus. And you are guaranteed 4 years of housing while you attend Dean.
Dean is just full of opportunities for you to embrace, to welcome, so you can change yourself to who you want to be and form your career for the future.
So go through that, all right? Think that way.
Be a bulldog. Have a bulldog mentality in everything you do in life, whether you're playing sports or in the classroom or just socializing around campus.
New arm here for the Wareham Gatemen. It'll be number 50, Tony Pluta, sophomore from Arizona, staying at 5'8". Right-handed pitcher. Through 29 in the third innings for Arizona, 3.07 ERA, 25 appearance, all coming out of the bullpen. Opponent's batting average 213. This is a guy that does not give up a lot of hits, goes right after hitters. Score here remains 8-3 in Blaine Field.
Yeah, and last summer was named All Northwoods League as well as the Northwoods League All-Star, so has some summer experience and has shined, but here at the Cape, going up against the very best, and see what he dials up here for Nick Groves. He's got a lot of work behind him, trying to find 2 outs with bases loaded. Here in a big spot for the Wareham Gatemen, trying to halt Hyannis from extending their lead.
Especially with the left-handed batter and Nick Groves up. Expect him to utilize that changeup, and he does. First pitch right there, low and away. Ooh, that wind right there, give it a little chill.
It is cutting, Nico Sharp.
The 0-1 to Nick Groves. Fastball misses up in the zone.
For all those concerned, the sweatshirt reinforcement did come. I'm waiting for a half-inning change to get it on. I don't know when that's going to come, but we might be doing it mid-game if this wind keeps going.
1 ball, 1 strike to left-handed Nick Groves. Fastball gets the piece at the top of the zone. Wallace Clark at third base. Michael Dotalo over there at second base, and Eric Snow at first. Now, will the vest stay on by any chance?
Yes, it will. It will.
Over the hoodie.
We'll do hoodie, then the vest will come on top of it.
Wow, now we're talking. Now we're talking. That vest is not going anywhere for Jacob Irons. 1-2 to Nick Groves. Hit ground ball down the line. It gets pie of the glove in Putnam. Wallace Clark will score. Dotalo coming around to score. And Nick Groves, stand-up double. And that'll be a 2 RBI for the Harbor Hawks.
And Nick Groves does a great job of sneaking it out of the reach of Putnam, flirting with the foul line down the right side, and does a good job of keeping it out of the reach. And it's a slow roller once it got into the high outfield grass that Lippy had to come charging in on it. And with the speed of Clark and Dotalo, they score easily. And now it's 4 more runs for the Harbor Hawks here in the top of the 4th. They lead 10-3.
10-3 still, only 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position. And back up to the plate will be the Horned Frog, Anthony Silva. Reached on that fielder's choice that was made there by Turner, threw it over to Putnam. Putnam lost in the sun there a little bit. And Silva was able to get 3 bags out of it. Silva, big swing. Pulling the string on it right there was Pluta.
And now he is the 8th batter of this half inning for the Harbor Hawks. See all of them here with the mid-half inning pitching change.
1-1, changeup misses down in the zone. That hoodie may be coming out sooner rather than later for Jacob Irons. That wind keeps howling.
And I got shorts on too, Nico, so the lower body's going to have to deal. It's the upper body that this wind.
Silva, another big swing fastball up in the zone, misses.
This wind really taking no prisoners here right now. Can't ask. Beautiful day nonetheless. Just a little bit of that. If the wind wasn't there, it would be beautiful. It's that wind providing that little extra chill.
2 balls, 2 strikes here. Anthony Silva fouls it straight back. And I looked at the weather for back home and where Anthony Silva goes to school, Fort Worth, Texas. 100 degrees, felt like 108 today.
Oh.
Nice and sunny, and nice sunny day over there in Fort Worth, Texas.
1-0, feels like 108. That is a different style of what, today there was a high of only 72 today here on Cape Cod, and for a large majority of the day, sat in the low 60s.
Breaking ball misses up in the zone. Anthony Silva, full count 3-2. Yeah, and it's only going to get warmer. So some days you'll look and it'll be 108 and it'll feel like 110 plus. So looking forward to that, of course, down there in Fort Worth, Texas. Anthony Silva used the heat over there at TCU as he fouls another one straight back towards the press box.
It's great when you start the year in February, early in the season, at some nice conditions in March, but as the season goes on, throughout the lengthy college baseball season that it is, starts to warm up quickly for them down in Texas.
Silva fouling off a couple tough pitches, 3-2 count. He goes up another fastball, hit deep into center field, getting under his Summerhill. And both runners will advance on the sac fly. And after a 6-pitch at bat, Anthony Silva gets a sac fly.
Yeah, great job by Anthony Silva elevating a ball deep to Summerhill in center, and with how deep it was, it allows Snow to tag and score, as well as get Groves to be able to move over to third.
Now batting the catcher, number 21, Manny Garza.
Harbor Hawks lead 11-3. Now it is Nick Groves 90 feet away. Manny Garza still up, swinging that left-handed bat, the switch hitter and catcher. Facing 3 different pitchers, still all in the left-hander's batter's box as he's facing the right-hander. First pitch is a fastball up and away. Tony Pluta sets the 1-0. Catches that outer part of the zone to the left-handed hitting Manny Garza, strike 1.
Manny Garza now the 9th batter of this half inning for the Harbor Hawks in the 4th, and it has been a really well-worked day at the plate.
Fastball just misses outside, 91 miles per hour out of Tony Pluta.
9 walks. Hyannis has been able to work and find themselves aboard at first with.
As a breaking ball down the zone to Manny Garza, and it gets under the glove of Putnam and able to make it to first base and get an RBI out of it is Manny Garza.
Manny Garza is able to bring in Nick Groves. It was a slow roller that Putnam thought was going to take a hot, tried to scoop it, but went directly under his glove. Bozer was there, but it got into the grass on that slow roll, so once it hit turf, it really started to slow up and stay in position, and Manny Garza finds himself at first base for the 2nd time today, and now brings up Kane Kepley, who already has seen the batter's box here in the 4th.
And Kane Kepley, hard line drive down the first base line, foul. Yeah, and that's the 2nd time Eli Putnam has tried to pick a ball, and it goes right under gravel infield. The Davidson man plays on dirt over there, so he's juicing the ball, coming up a little more. You know, turf is super bouncy, dirt's kind of in the middle, and this gravel is just keeping it low, and that ball is not bouncing at all. The 0-1 check swing, foul ball to Kane Kepley.
Yeah, well, still only in game 12 of the year, so have to imagine it only their 7th game, here at Spillane Field, so still trying to get down all the quirks that is every field that's in the Cape Cod Baseball League.
And that fastball fouled off Kane Kepley. The bat follows the ball, fouled straight back. Kane Kepley doesn't need any more pine tar or anything. Loses the grip of the bat there. Stays alive, 0-2. Still in the top of the 4th here, entering hour 2 of this game. Now it's 7:57. The 0-2, Kane Kepley goes out in front, gets it once again, gets by the glove of Putnam. And Bozier tried to barehand it, and the speed of Kane Kepley able to beat it out.
Did you know the Olympics are in Paris this year? Kane Kepley should have found himself in Eugene, Oregon for the Olympic trials with the speed that he just showed off running down the first base line. It was a pop out of the 40 time down the line. He does a great job dropping the bat. Understand it's going to be a tough play for Putnam to make. And then Bozier is there just in time. But it is the speedy Kepley trying to make his way over to Paris for the Olympics with that speed.
And that'll bring up John Gazar swinging first pitch, just missed. Manny Garza at second base, speedy Kane Kepley at first with John Gazdar, who walked earlier this inning. Fastball high and tight, evens the count to 1-1.
Now Gazdar once again had a walk back to Gallet to lead off this fourth inning, and for the Harbor Hawks trying to tack on for more here with 2 outs.
John Gazdar, big swing, comes up empty, strike 2.
Went for the hack there.
One ball, 2 strikes here with 2 outs. 2 runners on. Breaking ball lands about halfway. Manny Garza, the dirt ball read, gets by. And both runners will advance. And Manny Garza with a smooth slide over there at third base, gaining a little bit of applause from the interns for the Harbor Hawks. 2 runners in scoring position.
Manny Garza hit the dirt, I think maybe a foot early, and just went in sliding head first on this gravel. And it's going to rip there, too. This is a punishing surface for you to go in face first and miss about a foot early. Does a good job on it there.
John Gazzar uses his hands, flicks it over there to the second baseman, Bobby Bozier, and Bobby Bozier gets under it for out number 3. Harbor Hawks have a big inning opening this game up, put up a 6 spot in the top of the 4th. We will head to the bottom half of this inning. Score is 12-3, Harbor Hawks.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies.
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself. Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Score is 12-3 here at Spillane Field. Harbor Hawks lead. Outfit change. All you got to say, hoodie is on, vest made it on over top. I thought he was kidding. He was not. He did throw the vest on over.
No, I don't kid about my warmth here, Nico. I'll take all the layers I can get. And why not? Like, add a little bit of extra layer. Once you toss this sweatshirt on, I am very comfortable right now, Nico Sharp. I could sit here for another 9.
Yeah, no doubt. And comfortable are the Harbor Hawks, having 12 runs, 12-3. 12, big number here in New England. TB12, Tom Brady, the New England man, you know. So the big number we see in Tom Brady jerseys, even in New England, still across Cape Cod, still got some numbers out here.
Oh, yeah.
So
I think I saw Tom Brady at the grocery store the other day.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Really? Wow, that's big time. Did you get a picture with him?
No. Didn't want to straw.
Oh, okay. You know, not a strawberry guy. Maybe Tom Brady would like a good banana split kind of
Oh,
guy. You
banana,
know, so,
yeah.
You know, maybe. You never know.
Yeah,
you know,
he was in the produce aisle.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. So, and on the mound for the Harbor Hawks, we will have a change in pitchers. It'll be Blaine Wink, the Ohio State man, fastball slider change. And this will be his second appearance of this Cape Cod season. First pitch is turned around there from the leadoff Brendan Summerhill. And the Gatemen get the leadoff man on.
And if you're Wareham, you want to try and go attack at bats. That's the way that you can do it, is getting your leadoff man aboard and try and create some offense behind you. Try and respond. And once again, for the Harbor Hawks here, they're in a little bit of an interesting spot. They need 1 run to put themselves in mercy contention. If you are leading a team by 10 runs after 7 innings of play, that is deemed a mercy and the game can be called. But right now the Harbor Hawks find themselves only up 9, so don't want to allow any more to try and come across. If you're both these coaching staffs, you want to try and work on your respective parties and do what you need. For the Harbor Hawks, you're able to save a couple pitchers if you can get the mercy.
Yeah, they're definitely in contention for the mercy, but when you look at this Wareham Gatemen team, I mean, they're not a team that's going to lie down. Right before this half inning, they had a team meeting right in front of the dugout as the second pitch to Bobby Boger's fouled off. Tatala working towards the line and just coming up short. But the Wareham Gatemen met outside the dugout and said, hey, let's lock in here. And they know their offense can get going at any point, and they'll be right back in this game before you know it.
Right there, Jackson West, the new addition to the Harbor Hawks team, who was down in the bullpen, got sent in the spin cycle. He was making the jog from the bullpen back down into the dugout and was right in play, had to go running out for his life to get out of the play.
Pitch to Bobby Boger just catches the part of the zone for strike 2.
And now on top of that, during that half inning, I got a hot dog that I'm going to try and find a time to eat as well, because I had to make the outfit change here, Nico.
Yeah, not a lot of time, and then the hoodie did play a part. Bobby Boger, deep drive to center field, working under his Groves. Groves making a play at the wall for a long line drive out. Retreating back will be Summerhill.
Yeah, Bozer got all of that one there, sending that one deep into center field. A middle pitch, exit speed of 99 miles an hour, traveled 381, just a couple feet short. And Groves doing a good job tracking it all the way to the wall. A little bit difficult here as well at Spillane Field. There's no warning tracks, so that wall can come up onto you quickly if you're not used to playing in these parts.
First pitch to Antonio Hyannis is a ball low, and that's where the outfield, the other outfield, the right and left field are going to play such a big factor and give you a countdown or say, hey, 3, 2, and then to let you know when you're coming up to that wall. To be able to run full speed and we have that confidence that the wall is not coming onto you. Count is 2-0 to Antonio Hyannis. Summerhill still remains on first base. Here's 1 out. Blaine Wink, the Buckeye. Fastball. Catches that outer half for strike 2. Wink so far, fastball looking in the lower 90s, but this is the guy who can amp it up a little bit. Gets up to 97. 1-2 down in the zone.
Had a 93-mile-an-hour pitch there low, and for Wink try and find 2 more outs.
And another fastball spikes down the zone. That'll be a free base for Hyannis. Runners on first and second. And due up will be Jace Reinhardt, the left fielder. Struck out swinging his last appearance. Fastball, big swing. Comes up empty. Oh, 1. Here's 1 out. And Blaine Wink gets him out front. Pop up to Groves. And not making a tag at second base will be Summerhill. And Blaine Wink gets the second out of the inning. The viewers may be asking, Jacob Irons, did you actually see Tom Brady at the grocery store?
No, I saw an individual in the Tom Brady jersey at the grocery store.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, some people may not know that's your thing is when there's a person with the jersey on anywhere out in public, that is just who it is.
Yeah.
So if you see someone with a Tom Brady jersey, that is Tom Brady, and I saw Tom Brady. So be careful for Jacob Irons right there.
I'll tell you what, I'll say I actually saw if it actually is.
Blaine Wink with 2 outs. Fouled off is Sam White. Sam White pulled that double down the right field line in his last appearance.
Gotta keep the people guessing, Nico Sharp.
Yeah, that is something that you're very good at, Jacob Irons, a mysterious man.
I'm like an onion. I got multiple layers to me.
What are you an ogre? Are you Shrek?
Yeah,
What's going on here?
I got multiple layers.
Speaking of Shrek, I saw Donkey's getting his own movie
Oh.
coming up. Yeah.
It's going to be good.
Yeah, it should be pretty entertaining as always. An onion. 0-2 to Sam White. Hard line drive up the middle. Scoring from second will be Summerhill. Hard throw in from Groves brings Garza up the first base line. Sam White, another hard-hitting base hit, gets the RBI.
Yeah, Sam White rumps one in front of Groves and drops in. Summerhill's able to turn on it and come across and score. And for the Wareham Gatemen, if they want to try and come back into this game, that's exactly what they need. Just a couple hits after a couple hits to try and get guys home and across the plate. For Wink, with the cushion of the lead they have, they can afford to allow those big hits and just really continuously focus on the batter.
First pitch to Jacob Jarrell as a ball misses away. And you knew these Gatemen weren't just going to lay down. They're going to try to chip away at this lead. Still only here in the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, they have the best team batting average coming into this one at 275.
Second pitch to this AB is also down in the zone.
And they are continuously contributing on the offensive side of the ball. It's really sometimes been the pitching right now for the Gatemen. If they can find some arms on a consistent basis, they are going to be a team to be reckoned with in August, and one that can find themselves in control of the West, as they do right now, leading the way in the division. Only got 2 losses. Tonight's showing a little bit of their weakness.
Count is 2-1 to Jacob Jarrell. Chopper to Wallace Clark. Wallace Clark being patient on it. Gets the out at third base. And that'll be a 5 unassisted. Wareham Gatemen do scrape one across. Harbor Hawks still lead 12-4 as we enter the top of the 5th.
We're Bork Heating and Cooling. We've serviced over 5,300 customers on and around Cape Cod for almost 40 years. We install and service your heating and cooling system, and our #1 goal is to ensure we do the best job we possibly can to make our customers happy.
You have the triple cheerleading squad for Bork sitting here. They repaired our heating system, took care of our air conditioning system, and they set something up with the remote system that they installed for us as well. Yay, yay, yay for Bork. We love them.
Give us a call when you're in need of HVAC services. Hope you enjoy the game.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
We head to the top of the fifth here. Harbor Hawks went through the lineup there and over, and then some. Score is 12 here. Wareham Gatemen able to scratch one across the bottom of the fourth. And it'll be Wallace Clark here leading off against Tony Pluta, who comes in for his second inning of work.
Now Wallace Clark here, and for Hyannis, they're going to try and get two and find themselves in a 10-run lead, trying to be in that position heading into the seventh inning, which still is 3 innings away as we begin the fifth here. And it is over 2 hours since first pitch here at Wareham. It's been a lengthy game, seen a lot of action on the base paths for both teams.
Second pitch to Wallace Clark is down the zone. 1-1. Wallace Clark letting them know what he saw. I think he did this arm motion, letting them know that there was an arm side sink to it. Wallace Clark staying on the left-handed batter's box, facing the right-handed Pluta. Pitch low and away. Wallace Clark, big cut, comes up empty, 1-2. Wallace Clark got hit by the pitch there in his last AB, flew out to center field, and then his first AB he worked a single. Count is 1-2 to the Blue Devil. Foul ball straight up towards third base. Getting under his Turner. And losing it there for a second, but able to make the play is third baseman Colby Turner.
Great job by Turner. Tracking the entire time. Good communication from the dugout right below us. Understanding that he was going to step onto the outfield grass. And there's a little bit of a lip there with a hill that reaches about 6 inches higher with the dirt, and does a good job of playing it off and then tracking it over all the way to his left side and grabbing it just a foot above the dirt.
The first pitch to Michael DeTalo is a ball. Checks his swing. DeTalo finding his way on base every time he's come up. Walked in the first, got a base hit in the third, and an RBI walk the last inning in the fourth. Pluto works a breaking ball low and away, gets a tall swing right over it. Pluto doing a great job working that fastball and slider. Slider working right behind his fastball. Not a high velo guy, but tunnels his pitch as well. Fastball misses low and in. A guy who's not going to overpower you, but his pitches will come in that same zone, and that fast will stay on play, and that slider will break off across. Does a great job of doing that. Fastball brushes DeTalo back. Counts 3-1.
And for DeTalo doing a good job of seeing pitches today.
Big swing there at 3-1. Just comes up empty. Hitter's count right there for DeTalo, and you have one pitch, one zone, and you want to put that ball in the gap or put it over the fence right there, and he swung for it, just came up empty. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the fifth. DeTalo uses his hands, puts it over there to shortstop. Jimenez making the glove side throw, and just coming up empty with it is the first baseman Putnam. DeTalo finds his way on once again.
Yeah, Ditalo using all of his hands to get out in front of it and just poke it away. And pokes it deep into the hole between Jimenez and Bozer at second base. Jimenez was able to get there, and it's a good throw that would have beaten Ditalo down the line. It was just Putnam not being able to hold on to the ball at first base, and now Ditalo is aboard for the 4th time today.
Next up here with one out will be an Arizona man, Mason White. Struck out swinging on 3 pitches in his last appearance.
Did have a single, though, in the 3rd.
Righty versus lefty matchup. Mason White, the left-handed batter, brushed them back. Breaking ball comes in right at his hips. Pluta has 1 inning of work, 37 pitches, no strikeouts, no earned runs given up. I'm going to try to give the Gatemen and stretch out these middle part of the game. Fastball to Mason White, high fly ball to Turner. Turner under it again and makes it look easy. Out number 2.
Almost too easy, Nico Sharp, right there for our viewers from yesterday.
A little too easy for him. Jacob Irons didn't like that one too much.
Nothing's too easy, I'm just saying. But Pluto doing a good job since coming in his first inning of work with nobody on behind him. Popped out Clark. Gave Ditalo a single that most likely should have been a ground out, and then popped up White, and now he's going to have to take on Eric Snow.
Fastball just misses inside. Pluta having 5 2/3 innings pitched now under his belt. No earned runs given up in his outings so far for the Gatemen. The 1-0 is swung on and missed by Eric Snow.
Eric Snow had a ball that went 351 yards, 96 miles an hour off the bat yesterday. It was a carrier, but just got caught right before the wall, and he was still thinking about it today going into BP. I wanted that one back. He was open and honest, thinking he went for it all. Just came up a couple of inches short.
Counts 1 and 2.
Found the way by Eric Snow there. Keep his at-bat alive at 1 and 2, the soon-to-be Auburn Tiger.
Eric Snow able to fight off that low and away slider, keeps the at-bat alive. Ditalo still standing over there at first base. Next pitch from Pluta misses glove side. Evens the count to 2 and 2.
Eric Snow reached on a fielder's choice in the first, had a sacrifice fly to bring in Ditalo in the 3rd, and then walked and came around to score in the 6-run 4th inning.
Pluta's pitch is up and away. Eric Snow works a full count. Tony Pluta being a little bit of a workhorse so far for his Wareham Gatemen. This is his 4th appearance. And for the pitching staff that, seems to be pretty deep, this is a guy that they've gone to eat up these middle innings. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ditalo will be moving over there at first base. Breaking ball just misses low and away, and Eric Snow finds a way on once again.
Yeah, his 2nd walk of the evening. Staying disciplined. Now that is 10 walks on the night for the Harbor Hawks batters. Coming in, they were 2nd with 52. Gonna have to imagine with tonight's showing at the plate, they're going to be able to grab that first spot on the Cape.
And they do have 7 hits on the day, but the storyline is going to be those 10 walks, and Wareham Gatemen having 4 errors so far here only in the top of the 5th. Pitch to Groves is a called strike. And yeah, when you match up 4 errors and 10 walks, you're shooting yourselves in the foot if you're the Gatemen. only give up 7 hits. You're out hitting the Harbor Hawks 8-7. Tony Pluta's pitch misses arm side.
And then for the Gatemen, they just haven't necessarily had that game that they've felt out of reach yet this year, and it feels like this is the one that, as it continues to crawl on, it's becoming a little too far out of their reach, especially with how disciplined the Harbor Hawks hitters are. We talk about it every night, Nico, and how the Hyannis batters are going to stay disciplined. That is one of the key things that Nick Johnson, the general manager, as well as Cole Villas and Mikey Lucerio, the director of baseball operations, look for in batters when they are fielding their team over the offseason is trying to be walkers rather than strikers.
And the 1-2 is a off-speed pitch, gets behind the catcher White. Both runners will advance, and they have 2 ducks on the pond for the Harbor Hawks.
Now both of them in scoring position here for Groves, who had a double back in the 4th. For the Harbor Hawks, the 10th run is Eric Snow over on second base.
2 balls, 2 strikes here and 2 outs. Fastball hit down the line and foul. And
yeah, part of that weird foul territory here at Spillane Field with the chalk not splitting the infield dirt. Rather, it is the grass and the line of dirt to the infield grass that signifies the foul line here, so that one clearly foul.
We'll do it again here at 2-2. Groves, hard line drive to center field. Working under will be Summerhill, and that'll be out number 3. Harbor Hawks still lead 12-4, and before we head to the bottom half of this inning for the Gatemen, let's send it over to our silent reporter, Josie Broyles.
Thanks, guys. The Hawks are dominating on the field tonight, and I wanted to talk about a few new additions to the Hawks who just arrived in Hyannis. Western Kentucky infielder Blake Cavell from hometown Sydney, Australia is sure grabbing attention of Hawks fans with over 30 RBIs in just 2 seasons, as well as catcher Jackson West from Florida State, who originally started his freshman year at the University of Alabama. And a new pitching addition to the team as well, Southern Mississippi's Drake Meeks. It's exciting to see new guys come in with hopes for the Hawks to only get better.
Thank you, Josie. Yeah, pretty excited to have these new guys on. You know, we have guys that are going to be coming and going all season long, and that's 3 big additions right there for the Harbor Hawks.
Yeah, 3 big additions that come at big times for the Hawks when they needed a little bit of depth. And Blake Seville, he's got a true Australian accent on him. Very kind individual, introduced himself to us today. Just happy to be continue playing summer ball. Started the season with Falmouth, got cut, and now finds himself a home in Hyannis when they needed a first baseman with Zach York being released today. So it's a huge opportunity for him and a good opportunity as well for Michael Vitale to get off days, as well as he was the lone first baseman on the line in the roster and lineup consistently over the last couple of days. So it is a huge help for them to add those additions and come at a big moment, especially as you're a quarter of the way through the season and really got to start thinking about your positioning later on down the road.
Yeah, no doubt. And we have the depth in the infield. We've seen it a lot, but at first base, you know, it's been, you know, with the subtraction of York. And now we have another catcher in Jackson West able to join that rotation behind the plate as we enter the core of the season. And then another arm for the Harbor Hawks to come out in the bullpen, as the first pitch from Blaine Wink is a fouled ball hit straight back from Putnam. Putnam 1 for 1 on the day, a walk in the second and an RBI single back in the 3rd. The 0-1 pitch is a slider, breaks off front hip. Blaine Wink, before the blink of an eye, is up 0-2.
I see what you did there, Nico Sharp.
And good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Blaine Wink sends him down looking for out number 1.
Yeah, Blaine Wink gets a good response there and hammers the zone and able to get a strikeout looking from Eli Putnam on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball low and down the middle of the plate.
And next due up will be number 12, Colby Turner. Wallace Clark with the pick down the line, able to make the play for out number 2.
Sometimes third base can be a wood chipper, and you are just getting thrown everything at you. Right there, takes one of those pellets that you get and fields it beautifully off the hop, backhands it, and throws it across the diamond in time to Ditalo. Wow, what a play from the Duke Blue Devil.
First pitch to Michael Lippy is a strike, and that's such a great play, especially when you've been seeing even the Gatemen having issues with this gravel and the ball staying low. Second pitch to Lippy is a foul ball down the first base line. But you see him really work there, stay down on it, work his glove through, get a short hop, pick it through it, and a beautiful throw over to Ditalo. 0-2's a fastball, just misses out and away. Count is 1-2. Blaine Wink working quickly here. The guy who's going to toe the rubber very quickly. And a slider. And another 1-2-3 inning and a great half an inning for Blaine Wink. Harbor Hawks lead 12-4 as we enter the final third of the game. Top of the 6th we go.
So I think, Dean, they're allowing you to find your own success and your own true independence.
Dean is a whole group of all different kinds of people and communities.
Since I've come to Dean, I've learned a lot of time management skills.
Our community is especially tight-knit, and the majority of our students live on campus. And you are guaranteed 4 years of housing while you attend Dean.
Dean is just full of opportunities for you to embrace, to welcome, so you can change yourself to who you want to be and form your career for the future.
So go through that, all right? Think that way.
Be a bulldog. Have a bulldog mentality in everything you do in life, whether you're playing sports or in the classroom or just socializing around campus.
We're Bork Heating and Cooling. We've serviced over 5,300 customers on and around Cape Cod for almost 40 years. We install and service your heating and cooling system, and our #1 goal is to ensure we do the best job we possibly can to make our customers happy.
You have the triple cheerleading squad for Bork sitting here. They repaired our heating system, took care of our air conditioning system, and they set something up with the remote system that they installed for us as well. Yay, yay, yay for Bork. We love them.
Give us a call when you're in need of HVAC services. Hope you enjoy the game.
Your attention. When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
Here in the top of the 6th, score is 12-4. New arm for the Wareham Gatemen will be number 18, Anthony Susak, the junior out of Arizona. Through 28 2/3 inning for them this past spring, 6.59 ERA. Gonna be a fastball slider guy once again, and he's gonna be a guy that actually likes his slider and use it more than his fastball, so look out for that here if you're the Harbor Hawks.
Yeah, and Susak pitched 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, gave up 2 walks, and struck out 4 when he faced off against the Harbor Hawks back on Sunday between these two teams. So going back into the bullpen and for an arm that Harbor Hawks are familiar with. Here to the top of the 6th.
The bats have been hot so far for the Harbor Hawks. Scored 4 in the first. 2 in the 3rd, and then came up with that 6th spot back in the 4th.
Now batting the second baseman, number 2, Anthony Silva from TCU.
And leading off this inning will be the Horned Frog, Anthony Silva. Had that RBI sac fly to deep center field. And we talked about how good the Hard Rocks have been with their leadoff guys getting on, and see if Silva can keep that going here. First pitch, the fastball, 93 miles per hour, right at the bottom of the zone. And the 0-1 from Susak's a breaking ball down the zone.
And for Susak here is going to attack a very similar lineup to what was shown here a week ago. Silva was struck out by him in the 9th. And his lone plate appearance against Susak.
2 balls, 1 strike. Fastball right at the bottom of the zone, coming at 94 miles per hour for strike 2. Anthony Susak working out of the windup. The 2-2 ground ball to the third baseman. Turner spins around, makes the throw to Putnam, draws him up, and able to get the tag down is Putnam. Very athletic play from both cornermen.
Yeah, gets a little bit of a snap tag there. It was a high throw from Turner, the third baseman, reaching high into the air. And it was Putnam on the way back down, able to snap it right back into the head of Silva on his way through. And in doing so, dislodges the helmet of the Horned Frog. Looks like he's okay, just shaken up after the quick tag down.
And next up will be the 9-hole Manny Garza. All righties coming in today for the Gatemen. It's their 5th pitcher in 5 in the 3rd innings. First pitch, second pitch to Garza is a ball down the zone. 1-1, check swing. And the call will be made at home plate for strike 2.
Yeah, Will Bowers, the home plate umpire, said he went around enough, breaking his wrist in that spot.
The 1-2 from Garza's fouled. Just got a tip of the barrel on that.
Garza putting together a good day, reached on an error in the 4th, and then was able to grab a bag on that wild pitch. And his great dive that got all the love from the Harbor Hawk fans who have made the drive across the Borner-Sagamore Bridge here this evening.
Fastball right in on the hands. Gets Garza looking. 94 on the inner corner.
And 94 mile an hour fastball in on the corners that Garza was holding to take on. And it pitch that was a little too close. And Susak's able to dot him up. Fastball inside, but it brings up Kane Kepley. He's working himself a 1-for-1 day with 3 walks.
Yeah, that's another guy who they can't keep off the bases. And this is a guy who, when he gets on base, is going to put pressure on you. Almost a stolen base attempt in every single time he arrives safely at first base. Walked in the 1st, walked in the 2nd, walked in the 4th, and then later in the 4th inning would get a base hit. Susak's second pitch, 86 mile per hour spinner, gets the middle part of the zone. Susak's breaking ball fouled into the glove of White. Back-to-back breaking balls there for Susak. Like we mentioned, going to be a guy who's going to be heavy on those sliders, but then has that heavy 94 mile per hour fastball. Breaking ball, 3 back-to-back sliders, and just like that, the Harbor Hawks go down in order. And before The Gatemen come up in this bottom of the 6th. We'll send it back over to our main man, Matt Coates.
Thanks for sending it over here, Nico. Tough out for the man, Kane Kepley, there to end the inning. But I just want to talk about how he's been so instrumental to the success of the Hyannis Harbor Hawks early this season. Tonight, he has a hit and 3 walks and a stolen base so far. And that production should be no surprise to anyone who's been following this team closely. Kane has started every single game and has excelled in each affair. Heading into today, he led the team in stolen bases and walks. Not to mention, he's also tied for second on the team in RBIs and on-base percentage. His eye at the plate makes him so dangerous to these opposing pitchers, as he is more than willing to take the free base. He's been a workhorse early on and will be critical to any success this team has down the line. His eye discipline, his speed on the base paths, and his range in the outfield makes him a well-versed player that's really going to help this team going forward, guys. I can't wait to see him and the rest of this team excel going forward.
Thank you, Matt Coates. And Kane Kepley, a guy who can do it all. He's in the leadoff spot, and he's in there for a reason. A guy who can find a way on. He can get stolen bases. He can get base hits. He can put the ball in the gaps. Got a little bit of pop to him, too. And a guy who's getting it done defensively as well, able to cover a lot of ground. I mean, shine bright like a diamond. Shout out Rihanna, Kane Kepley. He's been the diamond. He's been the guy who's shining bright so far for the Harbor Hawks.
Wow, cutting it back to the Super Bowl. Going for the halftime performer, Rihanna. What's your favorite song from her?
I mean, Diamonds is a great song. It kind of came to mind. It's a great job. And
it's got to be Umbrella.
She has so many bangers.
She
Can
does.
you pick one? Can you pick one? I mean,
no, you really can't. No, you're right.
You really can't. I mean,
you're really right.
She has. I mean, she doesn't really have one that misses.
No.
For being honest.
No,
so.
look at that halftime performance, Nico.
I mean,
there was not a song that you weren't up and out of your chair after putting the dip on hold for the Super Bowl, and you weren't dancing to.
Yeah, no doubt. As Blaine Wink is in for his second inning of work. Blaine Wink so far going right after these Gatemen hitters. 1-1 pitch is down the zone. Brendan Summerhill got a base hit in his last appearance. 93-mile-per-hour fastball fouled straight back into the gate. Two-two to Summerhill. Another foul ball.
And if Blaine Wink can continue to eat some innings here, it would be huge for the Harbor Hawks to find themselves at what looked like it was going to be a bullpen day after Cade Crossland only went 1 2/3. So to allow Blaine Wink to come out here and really dig deep into the game as he sits now at his 3rd inning of work, it is huge for the bullpen that it has 2 big games with Brewster and Katuitt on Saturday and Sunday of this weekend.
Fastball misses arm side to knot the count to 3-2. And yeah, he's got 2 innings under his belt, only 36 pitches, 2 strikeouts. And another foul ball from Brendan Summerhill, able to work a deep count here to enter the bottom of the 6th.
And the Gatemen dugout has come alive here at this bottom of the 6th. They're a lively bunch.
Breaking ball just misses on the outer half. Leadoff man is on for the Gatemen.
They're trying to bring their own energy back into this ballpark, as a couple of fans sticking around, but not too many. The Gatemen trying to use their own dugout of 30 guys, trying to bring the energy to their team, try and route a comeback here. They find themselves down 8.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitter, Desereau. Came in for Bozer a couple innings back. Came in as a defensive replacement. This will be his first appearance of the day. The 1-0 is fouled straight back.
Another out of Stetson. Batting .350 so far on the summer.
And that's a ground ball. Anthony Silva steps on the bag himself, tosses it over. And another pitcher's best friend double play. Anthony Silva works it to Datalo.
Yeah, Silva had the ground ball that was close enough to second that he's going to look off. Gazdar steps on the bag himself and throws over to Datalo for now the Harbor Hawks' 10th double play of the summer. Good work by him to get over.
Blaine Wink now able to work from the windup once again. And the first pitch is a hand shot towards Silva, and Silva able to get his way under it to get out number 3. Blaine Wink going right after the Gatemen. 3 innings under his belt, only 41 pitches. We'll send it to the top of the 7th after this.
This will be your college. This will be your home. This is where you will join a community that supports you, cares about you, pushes you, cheers you on, challenges you, inspires you, helps you reach your dreams. Open your eyes to opportunity and your mind to possibility. Your future begins here.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself. Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Hello there, Cape Cod. We're Bork Heating and Cooling. We've been around for 38 years and counting and have served over 5,300 customers. We specialize in the installation and service of your HVAC systems. Our favorite part of the job is making sure our customer is 100% satisfied.
We've been using Bork Heating and Cooling for over 20 years now. They've installed our furnace, our central air conditioning, and our hot water heater. Their service department is great, and I'd highly recommend this company to anyone.
We hope to hear from you. Give us a call anytime. Go Harbor Hawks!
Now batting the shortstop, number 14.
12-4 here at Spillane Field. Jacob Iron showing off the dance moves.
Oh, yeah. Big dancer here, Nico Sharp. I am like huge dancer, as you know.
Oh, yeah. We've seen it. You know, we've seen a lot of home, especially when we're setting up. Music's always good back in McKeon Park.
Put on a little Toxic by Britney Spears. That really gets me going.
Took the words right out of my mouth. John Gazdar flies out to the first baseman Putnam for out number 1 and stop the 7th.
For the Harbor Hawks here, they want to try and grab 2. If you can grab 2 and fend off the Gatemen, so you don't have to continue the game. This game right now has had its length, and you want to try and save pitchers. And right now, with how the game has been looking between the two sides, feels a little out of reach for the Gatemen. For the Harbor Hawks, trying to grab those 2 runs. Put a 0 on the board in the 7th to end it with the new mercy rule this year in the Cape League.
First pitch of the Blue Devil, Walls Clark, is a fastball. Misses away. 1-0 to the left-hander. Second pitch is a backdoor slider for strike. And once again, this is a pitcher in Susac, right-handed pitcher, who's going to throw just the same amount of sliders he does fastballs. And Wallace Clark able to turn that ball around to right field. And Wallace Clark gets his second hit of the day.
Now Wallace Clark doing a good job turning on it, dropping in front of Lippy into right. It's a hit no matter what. Just it's a little blooper that sneaks in behind the infield and drops in front of the right fielder Lippy, and he's aboard. For Michael Datalo, who himself's the 2-for-2 day with 2 walks to this point.
Yeah, finding his way on base all 4 times so far. First time facing Susac. First pitch is the changeup, misses arm side. One and 0. Susac in his 1 1/3 innings of work so far. Next pitch, the off speed, down in the zone, gets a tall swing right over it. Only throwing 19 pitches, Gets 2 strikeouts, so he's having himself a great job in these middle part of the innings, putting up zeros. The 1-1 to Talo. Just misses inside.
Suzak's done a good job since coming in and answering the call for the Gatemen just to pepper the zone and throw strikes and allow his defense behind him to do their job.
2 balls and 1 strike to Talo. Is a ground ball. Hit to Desiree. Flips it on over to the shortstop. And another double play. And just like that, the inning is over. Score remains 12-4 as we enter the bottom half of the 7th.
Gatemen fans, as you get up to
So I think, Dean, they're allowing you to find your own success and your own true independence.
Dean is a whole group of all different kinds of people and communities.
Since I've come to Dean, I've learned a lot of time management skills.
Our community is especially tight-knit, and the majority of our students live on campus. And you are guaranteed 4 years of housing while you attend Dean.
Dean is just full of opportunities for you to embrace, to welcome, so you can change yourself to who you want to be and form your career for the future.
So go through that, all right? Think that way.
Be a bulldog. Have a bulldog mentality in everything you do in life, whether you're playing sports or in the classroom or just socializing around campus.
As we come to the bottom of the 7th, it's a great time to look around the league. We got 2 finals already. It's YD beating Chatham 8-2 and advancing their record to 9-3. Got another final between Orleans and Brewster. It's the Firebirds. Don't let them get hot. They won 5-2. Then in the final as well, it's Katuitt taking down Bourne 7-3.
Number 20, Jace Reinhardt, due up here in this bottom of the 7th.
And one more game still going on, the 6:30 start between Harwich and Falmouth. In the bottom of the 8th has the Mariners up 4-0.
And the 1-2 pitch is hit hard up the middle. And that'll be a base hit for Reinhardt.
Yeah, Reinhardt does a good job. Just putting that right back up the middle and dropping it in front of Groves in center for the single. And now Gio Cueto, after that defensive change back in the 6th, he gets his first AB.
Gio Cueto hitting for the catcher Sam White, number 39. First pitch to strike. And Blaine Wink, back-to-back strikes. They're going 0-2.
Blaine Wink now out for his 4th inning of work, just peppering the zone, doing a good job of really battling in here.
The 0-2 gets him looking. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and gets an out. Blaine Wink sends him down looking.
Blaine Wink, talked about it, Nico. Hammering the zone. He does a good job there.
Jace Reinhardt staying at first base. Jacob Jarrell due up, the designated hitter. RBI single in his last appearance, and then worked a double back in the 3rd. Left-handed bat, first pitch, big swing, fouled off. Next pitch from Winks, a fastball catches that outer corner. Gerald just looking. Quickly ahead 0-2. The 0-2, high fastball climbs the ladder right there. 95 miles per hour for back-to-back strikeouts.
Blaine Wink reaching back for that one and grabs a high fastball up by the eyes of Gerald. He can't hold off of and can't get the bat to meet. And after allowing the leadoff single, he's responded with back-to-back strikeouts here and continues to be dominant.
And after that 95-mile-per-hour fastball up in the zone, the first pitch to Putnam is a slider. Breaks off that slider. That front hip slider has Putnam swing right over it. The 0-1, another slider backs it up. Fouled straight back at 83 miles per hour.
Good job there by Wink. Working in that off-speed pitch after using the fastball as the put away. Don't be shocked there on the 0-2 for the fastball again.
And there it was, Jacob Irons, fastball up in the zone at 94 miles per hour. Tries to climb the ladder after bending it the first two pitches on sliders.
Look at me, Nico Sharp.
Pitching expert Jacob Irons from now on.
Yeah.
And then a slider left up in the zone, hit deep to left center field. Groves looking back and making a diving attempt but cannot get it. Comes up short, Jace Reinhardt rounds third base. He will score. And a stand-up triple for Eli Putnam.
Yeah, Eli Putnam unleashes on one deep into the night sky. 99 miles an hour off the bat. It was getting there in a hurry. Traveled 391. It was into the deepest part of the park, into the corner, out in left center field. And Putnam just nearly missing that one from going out of the park. And the guy that did so much damage last time these two teams met on Sunday with 2 homers to his name gets another big RBI, and the Gatemen are able to bring one across here on the bottom of the 7th.
And just as quickly as that triple was, Wink is up 0-2 to Colby Turner. Eli Putnam, a guy who's seeing it well against the Harbor Hawks and seeing it well just in general, hitting .333. Fastball up in the zone, hit, pop fly to Kane Kepley over there in right field. Kepley under it, makes the play for out number 3, but the Gatemen, thanks to the triple from Eli Putnam, get a run across. Harbor Hawks still lead as we go to the top of the 8th, 12-5.
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself. Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Hello there, Cape Cod. We're Bork Heating and Cooling. We've been around for 38 years and counting and have served over 5,300 customers. We specialize in the installation and service of your HVAC systems. Our favorite part of the job is making sure our customer is 100% satisfied.
We've been using Bork Heating and Cooling for over 20 years now. They've installed our furnace, our central air conditioning, and our hot water heater. Their service department is great, and I'd highly recommend this company to anyone.
We hope to hear from you. Give us a call anytime. Go Harbor Hawks!
Got a new arm for the Wareham Gatemen here in the top of the 8th. It'll be number 44, Gavin Black from Mississippi State. Staying at 6 feet tall, fastball, slider, change guy. Fastball going to be in the mid-90s, 95, 96 mile per hour consistently. This past spring, 13 2/3 innings. Had an ERA of 5.93, had 12 appearances for Mississippi State, 22 strikeouts to only 8 walks. Guy that's going to attack these hitters, and he's had 3 appearances so far this summer. He's worked 6 1/3 innings pitched, no runs given up. A guy who's had a pretty successful spring and even better start here in the summer.
Yeah, that's what the summer can give to you, and gives you an opportunity to expand upon a good spring and really tack on and attack the best. And fans still sticking around here as going into this 8th inning. But it's been a game, and for the Harbor Hawks, 10 walks they have worked in the batter's box. Really good day for them getting this offense back. And
first pitch is a hard fastball taken from Mason White. 92 is the first pitch. Yeah, seeing fans working in and out. You know, we're kind of up here in the cage, like we talked about a lot, and Nico Sharp alongside Jacob Irons. Here in the cage, you know, sitting on top of people. Mason White, big swing, 0-2. Sitting on top of the cage here, kind of overlooking people. Feel a little bit like Rapunzel. I should be letting my hair down as we sit on this little tower in this little box in our square to ourselves.
That's a pretty good Disney princess movie.
Yeah, a pretty great movie, great animated show. My sister loves it.
Oh,
fastball off the school.
That foul ball, courtesy of attorney Glenn Hannington and his daughter Tevis.
Wow, they're going to let the kids keep that foul ball right there, just announced over the PA system. Count is 0-2 here to Mason White. Off-speed pitch, 88 miles per hour down in the dirt. White doesn't go chasing.
No, White does a good job staying disciplined there. And okay, so Rapunzel, what's your next favorite Disney movie here, Nico Sharp?
Next favorite, so we're saying Rapunzel's my first.
Rapunzel's one. You dropped that Rapunzel line, it's got to be one.
Mason White, big swings out of the elbow guard, fouls it straight back. Disney movies, you know, I unfortunately haven't seen too many of them. Love The Lion King, it's a classic.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a classic.
You can't really beat them, but unfortunately, if you were to name a lot of Disney movies, I haven't seen a lot of them, unfortunately.
Okay.
So, what's yours, Jacob Irons, other than Rapunzel?
So there's a hot topic. I'm a big Cars fan, but that's Disney Pixar, so some people like throw that away, but I think that's a Disney movie. They're a co-contributor to it.
Another foul ball from Mason White straight back.
I'm a big Lightning McQueen fan. That was one of the first movies I saw in theaters, and I'm a big Cars 2 guy.
Sure.
Big Cars 2 guy.
Sure.
Like the whole like spy thing and Finn McMissile.
1-2. Mason White working a long AB here, still at 1-2, fouling off some tough pitches.
I wish they did more with the Cars uniforms. Like, we have planes. Maybe we should do boats. I'm just saying.
Jacob Irons full of plenty of ideas. Fastball in on the hands, 93 miles per hour.
Hey, if anyone does it, I'm fine with it. I'll watch it because I've loved that universe. I think it's a very well thought out universe.
Breaking ball. Another foul tip from Mason White. And Jacob Irons, you're a pretty clever guy. It reminds me of Andy Sandberg, a guy from SNL.
Yeah.
You know, he's pretty clever, and he finds his way to, you know, maneuver their things, creative ideas just like you.
Yeah. Yeah, he's showrunner himself, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and really does a good job.
And after that long AB, ball in the dirt. Thought it clipped the foot of Mason White, but it looks like it just missed him. And a long AB, and it's now a full count, 3-2.
Now the 9th pitch of this at-bat to come to White.
And the 11th pitch is down in the zone. Mason White with a big swing, comes up empty.
And Mason White battled all the way through in that lengthy AB, just couldn't find barrel on the ball. Drop it to a knee. Now his 3rd strikeout of the day.
Showed a lot of patience there, working, fouling off some tough pitches, but Gavin Black having all the consistency in the world, throwing sliders, fastball, mixing it in that long at-bat. Now up to the play will be designated here Eric Snow.
So you a car guy? You a Cars guy, Nico?
I think I've seen the first one. I'm not sure which one it
was.
was.
Oh, my gosh. We just watched Summer Catch 2 nights ago. We're watching Cars, too.
Cars can be the next. Cars 2?
Cars 2.
Or Cars as well?
No, Cars 2.
Cars 2. Cars 2. We can definitely watch that. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm telling you, I haven't seen too many Disney movies, so it's pretty unfortunate.
That's a travesty.
It sure is. It sure is. But, you know, I will get on that wave. My sister helped me out of there a little bit. Fastball up in the zone. Eric Snow can't catch up to it.
Yeah, 92-mile-an-hour fastball that Eric Snow extends the zone for to try and go chase.
Count is 2-1 here. Breaking ball, Eric Snow able to spin on it low in the zone. Nico Sharp alongside Jacob Byans here. Producer Dan Bottolino missing a name here.
Yeah.
Shout out Chase Avery. Happy 21st birthday, buddy. We can't wait to see you. And, you know, we got the day off, got to go enjoy it.
Yes.
So, you know, looking forward to seeing him very shortly as well.
Yeah, Chase Avery getting the 21st off, as rightfully as you should. And got brunch with him and his girlfriend this morning, along with our other roommate, Matt. And it was a great morning. Went to Fig Tree Cafe in Katuitt.
The 3-2 is a fastball. 94 just catches the outside corner. Eric Snow will go down just looking.
Eric Snow looks at a 94-mile-an-hour fastball on the outer third of the zone that he swings through. And here for Gavin Black, he is working on that fastball as his put-away pitch. And it's all about placement for him so far. Went high into the zone and then drops it, that same pitch low into the zone, messing with the hitter's eyes.
First pitch is a backdoor strike to Nick Groves. Just catches the bottom part of the zone. Did he go? No, he didn't. Nick Groves evens the count to 1-1. Nick Groves, the center fielder, hitting over 300 as he takes ball 2. Seen him work up and down the lineup a little bit. We've seen him at the high part of the lineup, seen him at the 9-hole for a lot, especially to start the season. And a guy who finds a way on, I mean, every single time, no matter where you put him. 2-1, misses arm side from the right-handed pitching Gavin Black, 3-1.
Yeah, we talk about versatility as a defender, but also versatility in the lineup. Being able to hit in multiple different spots is a huge asset because it shows that teams can place you there and you can be successful in the different spots. And it's easier said than done to move out of your spot in the lineup, especially if you're on the back third of the lineup where you're traditionally used to seeing pitches from the dugout before you even put on your gear, instead of being those first third who are expected to go and see the pitcher for the first time in their first ABs.
Nick Groves fouls off back-to-back pitches over the press box. 3 balls, 2 strikes here with 2 outs. Officially entered hour 3 here at 9:05. Nick Groves sends a ball down the left field line and just landing right in front of Reinhardt. And a 2-out base hit for the Harbor Hawks.
And Nick Groves able to get one to drop in front of Reinhardt, who went ranging off to his glove side. Just couldn't get there quick enough as it dropped right in front of him. And now Nick Groves is aboard with 2 away, and the Harbor Hawks trying to work some 2-out magic here in the 8th.
And with that base hit, that'll bring his average into the 300s, hitting 297, now hitting 316. And next up will be Anthony Silva, still looking for his first hit of the game. Reached on a fielder's choice back in the 3rd, then had that sac fly to deep center field.
Longest game so far on the season for the Harbor Hawks stands at 312 versus the Bourne Braves in their 6-6 extra inning tie. We're not even in extra innings here tonight, and should go past that, you'd have to imagine, with another half inning left to be played no matter what.
Fastball coming in firm up in the zone. High and tight to Anthony Silva, 3-0 count. The 3-0 fastball, middle. Gets the first strike. Nick Groves over there at first base. Another guy who wears the oven mitt on the left hand. The 3-1 is a ground ball down the line. Able to make the play is Turner across the diamond. And a beautiful play from Turner, wearing number 12 for Michigan. Harbor Hawks leave one stranded. Score still remains 12-5 as we enter the bottom half of the 8th.
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself. Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Bottom of the 8th here in hour 3 of this ball game. Score remains 12-5. Harbor Hawks are up.
We don't want to spend this third hour of a ball game without you sitting right next to me, Nico Sharp. So happy to have you as a broadcast partner, but it's a new arm in Casey Hintz. Yesterday was in left field. Today he finds himself on the mound, the Arizona product. That's a two-way guy and brings in versatility to this lineup as well as pitching staff with his ability to find himself wherever the team needs him. And for him right now, it's on the bump, trying to use him in this spot for Casey Hintz.
Yeah, he's a sinker, slider, changeup mix. And we always talk about that sinker. What does that provide? A lot of ground balls. And he's going to be a pitch-by-pitch mindset guy. Got to talk to him here a little bit. And, you know, he changed his pitching motion we talked about earlier in the season thanks to his pitching coach, Kevin Vance. And so he's looking for his first innings of work here. And it's been a couple games since we've seen him last. You know, we've seen him in the lineup, in the 9-hole, playing left field a lot for the Harbor Hawks a lot in this past few games. Quickly gets up ahead, 0-2.
And for Hintz, he's another guy on this pitching staff. I sound like a broken record, but he pitches strikes. And that's what you need in summer ball, just someone that can pepper the zone and really dig deep.
Count is 1-2 to Michael Lippy, the outfielder, who is also 0-2 on the day. Got a hit by a pitch on that 1-2 slider way early in the game from Crossland. And Hintz that drops that slider, gets him swinging for out number 1.
A great pitch from Hintz. It's extending the zone at 78 miles an hour. It's a middle pitch, but that's low in the zone and drops well off the plate on the slider, making Lippy swing through it.
And that'll turn the lineup over for the left-handed hitting Brendan Summerhill. Number 22, the center fielder. Big swing there, fouls it over the press box once again.
Gotta give credit to all these fans that have stuck it out throughout the game. A lot of fans still sticking around here on a Friday night.
Yeah, 62 degrees. And I'm assuming this with this wind chill, it's probably a little colder as Summerhill fouls it off down the first base line.
What do you think? Like 60 the wind chill brings it down to?
Feels like 61.
Oh, okay.
61 degrees, so
okay.
Not too much of a change.
Yeah,
not as much of a change as I was.
I'm looking at the flag in right center field after it's been whipping all day. It is just dead.
It is not moving.
There's no wind.
Not moving. Bad timing for a weather forecast by me. Fastball up in the zone. Brendan Summerhill does not chase. Still 62 degrees. It's pretty cold here for midsummer.
Yeah, and normally we're used to seeing this in the first week of the season, but now that we're, like we've said, already a quarter of the way into the season, now we're getting the 60 degrees days. It's a little bit of a off-season weather forecast.
Yeah, no doubt, as Brennan Summerhill's worked the count to 2-2 after the sliders in the dirt. Sinker just misses low and away. Manny Garza thought that was strike 3. Will Bauer behind home plate says otherwise.
Popped up out of his squat, was ready to throw it around the diamond. Had to hold on that celebration.
The 3-2 check swing does not go, and Brennan Summerhill works a walk.
And Manny Garza asking for the appeal, but Ben Costananzo, third base umpire, says he does not go around, and now Summerhill aboard for Desero to try and extend this ball game.
Johan Desero, left-hander in the box. First pitch, big swing, strike 1. Hintz had that 89-mile-per-hour sinker down in the zone. Got to see the ball up if you're the Gatemen. Pick off to first base. Still standing on the base over there at first base was Brendan Summerhill. Casey Hintz, ball picked in the ground by Garza. So we've gone to the hoodie and vest, Jacob Bynes. How are we feeling? 62 degrees, almost in the 50s. How are you feeling over there?
I feel very comfortable. This is the most comfortable I've felt all day.
Sinker, arm side. Big swing from Desero, comes up empty.
Yeah, I do still have the shorts on, but I'm claiming summer of 2024 vest sweatshirt. This is the summer of the vest and the sweatshirt.
And that's a Jacob Irons patent right there.
Uh-huh.
Great breaking ball there from Hintz. Back foot slider gets Johan Desero swinging for his second strikeout in the bottom half of the 8th.
Yeah, 83-mile-an-hour slider that sends Desero down to a knee, swinging through it. And another great pitch from Casey Hintz here. Comes on for his inning, first inning of work.
And next up will be number 14, Antonio Jimenez, the shortstop, Miami Hurricane. And he's going. Manny Garza cannot throw him out. Anthony Silva with a great pick over at second base. Brennan Summerhill moves 90 feet closer in the scoring position.
Yeah, able to go grab a bag for himself and get him within swinging distance of grabbing the Gatemen's 6th run of the evening.
Own 1. Pitch 2 gets in right on the hands for a strike. Casey Hintz, a guy not afraid to put it right on the hands to a righty. That sinker is going to move towards the hands of a righty. He's not afraid to put it right in there. Antonio Jimenez, 0 for 2 on the day, working 2 walks. Slider misses low and in.
We talk about two-way guys all the time with Shohei Ohtani now really revolutionizing the MLB with it. For Casey Hintz here, doing a good job early in this summer, playing that two-way side of the ball for the Harbor Hawks.
And Casey Hintz climbs the ladder right there and swinging out of his helmet with Antonio Jimenez. And just like that, Casey Hintz strikes out the side here in the bottom of the 8th. 3 outs remain for the Gatemen, but we'll head to the top of the 9th first. Harbor Hawks to lead, 12-5.
So I think, Dean, they're allowing you to find your own success and your own true independence.
Dean is a whole group of all different kinds of people and communities.
Since I've come to Dean, I've learned a lot of time management skills.
Our community is especially tight-knit, and the majority of our students live on campus. And you are guaranteed 4 years of housing while you attend Dean.
Dean is just full of opportunities for you to embrace, to welcome, so you can change yourself to who you want to be and form your career for the future.
So go through that, all right? Think that way.
Be a bulldog. Have a bulldog mentality in everything you do in life, whether you're playing sports or in the classroom or just socializing around campus.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
Top half here in the 9th. Score remains 12-5. Manny Garza leads off, and it looks like he'll long foul ball, 0-1.
Rolling on to 3 hours and 20 minutes here. It's not just singers that work late, it's also baseball players.
That's right. Another late night and a lot of offense from both teams. You know, we've seen guys work walks. I mean, over 10 walks for the Harbor Hawks. A lot of hits, a lot of production offensively by both teams so far.
Yeah, new bat's got to come after broken bat from Manny Garza, but now Mitch Carricker is making his walk over to the dugout as well. I think this should breed a pinch hitter potentially.
Yeah, seems to be a little bit of a pause in the action. Manager Mitch Carricker talking to the home plate umpire. No word yet.
Still waiting on word on what's going down there between Will Bauer and Mitch Carricker. And a little shipping up to Boston here being played as we wait for whatever this delay is.
Wait, so shit on the Boston, that's a big Notre Dame thing. Are you a Fighting Irish yourself? I can't, because there's so many people with so many different schools. If you don't mind, please clear that up for me.
Yes, I go to Notre Dame in
That's
South
right.
Bend, Indiana.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. Thank you, Josh. Josh Schreiber actually is usually on air with us, getting the night off, getting to relax a little bit, well-deserved time off. But yeah, he wasn't sure either, so glad we got to clarify that on air. So just wanted to make sure of that. And still no word over here. Nobody coming out of the dugout.
As now it will be a pinch hitter here. And
it looks, is that?
Camden Janik putting on his helmet. And he's going to get ready to rock and roll here. Mid-AB pinch hit?
Sure is.
Wow.
Sure is a mid-AB pinch hit.
Why not?
0-1 the count. Manny Garza used his hands, fouled it down the left field line, broke his bat, and we'll have a little catcher for catcher substitution. Camden Janik will now pinch hit, and assuming he'll take the role behind the plate as well.
Attention please, pinch hitting for Garza, number 19, Camden Janik from Champaign, Illinois.
Camden Janik now steps in. You want to work on 0-1 approaches, this is the way to do it. Middle of the AB, and going to go have an opportunity to try and work with a strike against him.
Yeah, 0-1 the count. He'll face still the man from Mississippi State, Gavin Black.
Yeah, Black's done a good job of really commanding his fastball in the zone, and for Janik gets an opportunity in AB here.
Janik fouls it off. Ball goes into right field.
This bullpen's fully empty for the Harbor Hawks as well. Everyone has made their way down to the dugout, loading it full.
And the 1-2, ball taken by Camden Janik. And bullpen is empty for the Harbor Hawks, and the bullpen is pretty much empty for the Gatemen, all of them coming into the game. This is their 6th arm here in And we enter the top of the 9th. Camden Janik fouls a ball. 6th arm for the Wareham Gatemen. Worked in the bullpen. We have 1 inning, 2 innings, a third of an inning, 1 2/3, 2 inning, and 1 inning for the Gatemen.
For the Harbor Hawks, we thought, Nico, that early in this game, around 3 hours ago, when Kate Crossland was still in the game, we thought it was going to be Hyannis going to their 6th arm with Kate Crossland only going an inning and 2/3, and right now it's the inverse with the Gatemen trying to reach into their bullpen.
And Camden Janik hits the ball hard, moving into his Summerhill, and he's able to make the fully extended diving play. And that, after a pinch hit, that'll be the first out of the inning.
And now Summerhill is a little slow to get up after going full Superman to go diving into center to make the grab. Hit the ground hard there and grabs his hat and glove as athletic training staff and manager Ryan Smythe walk out of the dugout for a quick sec to check on their center fielder. He gives the okay.
Yeah, it looks to be okay, but what a play. A jam shot from Janik, and Summerhill covering so much ground, fully extends in front of him and just able to get the glove on it. Makes a wonderful play for out number 1. And next up will be the guy who has been shining bright like a diamond, Kane Kepley.
Going back to the Rihanna, Nico Sharp is.
Yeah, back to Riri. You know, she's done a great job, great music. Kane Kepley, and working very quickly here is Gavin Black, throwing 2 pitches here. Another guy, just like Blaine Wink, who we saw earlier, a guy who's going to catch the ball and toe the rubber and throw. Back-to-back strikes, counts 1 and 2 quickly to Kane Kepley. One ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball taken. Kane Kepley evens the count to 2 and 2.
Kane Kepley has a 1-for-2 day with 3 walks. His first 3 plate appearances, he found himself over at first via the walk.
Change up thrown low in the zone, fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Kepley. This will be his 5th pitch he's seen this at bat. Kepley, a strong, hard ball down the right field line. And Kane Kepley finds himself on first base once again. Throw almost gets away. Turner backing up the throw to second base. Kepley with his speed wanting to advance to second.
Hitting coach John Riley and first base coach wanted him back to first base as soon as he took that first step. He thought he could be able to beat it out, but Turner, the third baseman there, backing up the overthrow. And with Kepley's speed, wouldn't be shocked if he gave it a look and made it a play over at second, but Coach Riley not trying to extend that one.
Next up will be the shortstop, John Gazdar, looking for his first hit of the game. It's all tied up in between hits. 10 hits apiece for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. And Kane Kepley going for the steal. White the throw to second. And a beautiful tag there by Jimenez. Or that was Desereau with the tag to be able to get Kane Kepley.
Yeah, they're 6 caught stolen this summer. And Kepley had a good jump on it. It was just a really good tag by Desereau at second base to apply it down. And now 2 outs.
2 outs here in the top of the 9th. John Gazdar still up at the plate. Yeah, beautiful pick and tag there from Desereau. Not oftentimes you see Kane Kepley get thrown out. That's only his 2nd time this year. Two balls, 1 strike to the Governor. Fastball taken up in the zone for ball 3.
And 94-mile-an-hour fastball that ran inside on Gazdar. He takes a look at.
3 balls, 1 strike. Now 2 outs. John high fly ball to left field, ranging over towards Reinhardt. And running out of room, the ball will fall, touch some grass, foul ball. lose the vision there a little bit, but Mike Maynard, our rider, and Josh Schreiber able to let us know that the ball got down and fouled out of territory.
Yeah, they're one of the few individuals that I've ever seen pop up folding chairs on bleachers. But guess what? As Josh Schreiber's just communicated to us, he tried to put the folding chair in the bleachers, Nico Sharp.
That doesn't surprise me at all by Josh Schreiber. That is a guy. And John Gazar takes a fastball that just catches part of the zone. John Gazar sent back looking. And we'll head to the final 3 outs. Bottom of the ninth, score remains 12-5 Harbor Hawks.
So I think, Dean, they're allowing you to find your own success and your own true independence.
Dean is a whole group of all different kinds of people and communities.
Since I've come to Dean, I've learned a lot of time management skills.
Our community is especially tight-knit, and the majority of our students live on campus. And you are guaranteed 4 years of housing while you attend Dean.
Dean is just full of opportunities for you to embrace, to welcome, so you can change yourself to who you want to be and form your career for the future.
So go through that, all right? Think that way.
Be a bulldog. Have a bulldog mentality in everything you do in life, whether you're playing sports or in the classroom or just socializing around campus.
Officially 3.5 hours into this ball game. Score 12-5. Harbor Hawks still up. Casey Hintz looking to shut the door here.
Casey Hintz just trying to find those final 3 outs and get the Harbor Hawks their first win over the Gatemen and hand Wareham their first loss to a Western Division team.
First pitch is on the hands, fouled straight back to Reinhardt. Jace Reinhardt reached on an error in his first AB. Struck out swinging, then had that fly out to the center fielder, Groves, and then got a base hit in his last plate appearance back in the 7th. The 0-1 to Casey Hintz is a slider. Gets Reinhardt swinging over the top of it.
Yeah, Reinhardt had a single to come around to score back in the 7th off of the triple from Eli Putnam.
The 0-2 slider gets behind the new catcher back there, working his first innings back there is Camden Janik. And thank you for still joining us. If you're still with us 3.5 hours later in a 12-5 ball game, we thank you for joining us. Nico Sharp alongside Jacob Irons here. Harbor Hawks looking to even the score in the series to the Wareham Gatemen.
Yeah, it's been a full game of baseball between everybody involved, and both bullpens really extending out and trying to go grab a couple of games.
Fastball misses up and away.
And for Hyannis, this was a big game after getting punched in the nose a little bit last time they were here at Spillane Field. They're doing a little bit of the punching today, and for them, it's a confidence ensuer that they can hang with the best within the division.
Yeah, you mentioned it, is right after getting punched in the mouth, manager Mitch Carricker said that. It's not the first time really getting punched in the mouth. They've lost a game before that, but that was the first time them really losing, getting punched in the mouth. Hard line drive down the line, lands fair. Jace Reinhardt rounding first base, and it'll be an easy stand-up double for Jace Reinhardt.
Jace Reinhardt's able to turn on one and really unleash on it into the corner, and does a good job for the Gatemen if they want to try and instill a rally, get your leadoff man up and just continue to have the conveyor belt run and have a next man up mentality.
Yeah, fastball in on the hands, turns it around. Pitch comes in 88 miles per hour. He turns around, gets in front of that baseball, 95 exit velo. And now up is the catcher, Gio Cueto, who came in for Sam White. Ground ball to Wallace Clark, looks him back to second base. Able to make the throw to Datalo for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, good job by Wallace Clark, making sure he made eye contact with Reinhardt over at second base. Looks him back and have him touch the bag and makes the clean throw over for the first out.
One out here in the bottom of the ninth. Casey Hintz working in his second inning. And it'll be the Louisville man stepping up to the plate. Nate Early takes first pitch out and away for a strike. Came in for Jacob Jarrell, now hitting in that designated spot. 0-1 from Casey Hintz. Breaking ball. Did he go? Yes, he did. Casey Hintz working quickly ahead. 0-2. Nate Early had a pretty good night last night. Played against Chatham, got the start, went 2 for 4, scored twice himself in last night's matchup against Chatham. Fouls off the inside sinker. Casey Hintz still up in the count, 0-2.
For Hintz here trying to find that put-away pitch right now and get that strikeout.
0-2 here with one out. Fastball way up in the zone.
Yeah, tried to go for the fastball that was high by the eyes of Gerald to try and extend the box, but doesn't do too much there.
1-2, check swing. And the home plate umpire, Will Bauer, will call it himself. And that'll be another strikeout for Casey Hintz.
Yeah, big strikeout for Casey Hintz here. That puts the Harbor Hawks 1 out away from capturing the victory of this one.
But up at the plate will be a guy who's been seeing the ball well against the Harbor Hawks, as well as the rest of the league, hitting .333. First baseman Eli Putnam. Walked in his first plate appearance, had an RBI single to follow that up. Then later would have an RBI triple back in the 7th. Casey Hintz working with 2 outs. Here, runner on second base, and Reinhardt, who got the double. And Putnam, check swing, does go. Harbor Hawks are 1 strike away. Casey Hintz 0-2 the count. 2 outs here to Eli Putnam. Casey Hintz sets and deals. Sinker inside and gets strike 3. Another great outing from the Harbor Hawk bullpen. Casey Hintz gets it done. Final score here in Spillane Field, 12-5. Harbor Hawks even the series to 1-1.
Yeah, it's a big win for the Harbor Hawks, able to really find themselves offensively, get themselves in a groove, able to score 12 runs, but it's really those 10-plus walks, Nico, that were huge for the Harbor Hawks and able to work them and find themselves out in front in this one. And they've got a big game tomorrow against the Whitecaps at 5.
And the Harbor Hawks look to continue their success as we're back on the road tomorrow. From Nico Sharp, Jacob Irons, Dan Bartolino, people right behind us, Brooke Ingram, Kendall Villegas, Chase Avery, back home production. Happy birthday once again from Josh Schreiber, our silent reporters, Matt Coates, Josie Broyles. It's been the Harbor Hawks get the victory, 12-5. We will see you tomorrow night.